Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Monday, February 24th, 2025, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $, ORION-NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got some NBA action and WWE. We got the Portland Trailblazers versus the Utah Jazz. Tip-off will be here in just a couple minutes. And we got WWE Monday Night Raw. We're just about 1 hour in. Logan Paul, CM Punk with a little one-on-one convo. Penta, obviously, in that three-way duel was a pretty fire match. And then we just seen the LWO, have a little match there as well, on top of a little promo with Dirty Dom and the Judgment Day. So we'll see how the rest of Monday Night Raw plays out, but so far, so good. And Odin is starting it off with a nice $20 dono even before the stream even started. So appreciate you, Odin, with a $20 dono, because I am going to take Paisley tomorrow morning to be able to get her nails trimmed and dremeled, and I'm going to do a self-wash. Usually that runs around $35 every month for me to do. So $20 is already more than halfway to cover that. So I thank you so much for that. We're at 2080 to go. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. We'll be shooting for 20 likes within the first hour, 30 to 50 overall, and obviously 100 in the donos on every single stream. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little Cactus Jack bang bang. Paisley says woof woof. Thank you so much. And she's definitely overdue. We've had a lot of rain, a lot of hail, a lot of snow. So she is getting to the point where you can tell her coat is starting to get a little smelly. Not terrible, but getting to the point where if you don't end up washing her between now and maybe a week from now, it's going to start to get down that road. So I'd like to usually do it, once a month. If I ever get rich, I'll be able to do it maybe twice a month. But again, this will be a good thing for Paisley tomorrow. And hopefully by the time that this stream is over, the Blazers will have a win just like the Mariners earlier today. And on top of the biggest win in Blazer franchise history, the last stream we did against the Hornets and LaMelo Ball, he went 1 for 10 for 5 points, and we won by 53. We're not going to win by 53 here today, but hopefully it ends up being competitive, and I'm hoping Monday Night Raw ends up being as good as it was in that first hour. Hopefully it'll end up, doing us right, obviously, here for the rest of the way. Sarah in the building, what's good? David in the building, what's good? All right, let's get situated here. Let's get all my screens all set up. And on the thumb, you know what it is. It's Shaden Sharp. And on the right, Lauri Markkanen. But I just noticed after I ended up, getting everything situated, it looks like Lauri is not going to be playing until February 26th, supposedly. And that goes for, quite a few of their individuals. It looks like Markkanen may be out. Kessler, the starting center, may be out. Jordan Clarkson, John Collins, and Colin Sexton all may be out. But again, we'll have to wait until we get into tip-off to see if there's been any last-minute changes. And then obviously for the Blazers, Thibault is out, but he's been out for quite some time. Robert Williams III is out. DeAndre Ayton is out. But again, a lot of these injuries were already something that were pre-existing, so it's not really a surprise. I was really hoping that we would get Markkanen out there, obviously being the best player on the team for Utah, but it's looking like that he may not play, and I guess that'll give the Blazers a better chance to win. I mean, I think that we could beat this team if they were fully healthy, but I guess we have to take what we can get. Odin in the building, what's good, my brother? Monday Night Raw has been good so far. Adam Pac-Man Jones there on the screen. And again, thank you for your support, because again, that's going to go towards Paisley's nail trim, Dremel, and dog wash that I'll wash her in the self-wash tub myself. And I usually try to use as much of their shampoos and equipment as I can, especially if I'm going to have to pay about $35 a month. So, I want to make sure that, I get it done right. Anything that you want to see photo-wise, Odin, let me know. We got Gunther. on the screen now. Yeah, pretty crazy. Blazers are 24-33, but since January 19th, we're 11-5. That's the sixth best record in the NBA. 107.7 defensive rating. Guess what? That's number 2 in the NBA. Anthony Simons, 18.5 points per game in that stretch as well. So, I mean, if we could have played like this at the beginning of the year, maybe we're sitting at like the 8 seed. Right now we definitely are not a contender. Don't twist my words. But again, we played bad earlier in the year. We didn't have a whole lot of structure. Chauncey really wasn't calling a lot of plays. He's starting to take over some of the play calling. The defense has gotten better. We've had some injuries along the way, but the play, since last month, for about a month now, it's been very good. And there's the reason why that I'm actually doing, Blazer streams over a possible Monday Night Raw stream. And again, if the Blazers were playing like they were at the beginning of the year, then yeah, we would continue to be doing, Monday Night Raw streams, and I could just watch this on the side. But I figured that, they've showed me enough effort to be able to, do the stream, and I can always watch Raw at the same exact time. And again, we did a few Monday Night Raws on Netflix, and obviously the hype after, being on Netflix, was pretty good early on. But again, some of Monday Night Raw's matches and the cards have been a little lackluster. And again, we'll see if we go back to doing a Monday Night Raw stream, which I know we will. It just kind of really depends on if we have a good enough card to do the stream, other than, maybe doing the Kraken, the Blazers, or something else as we're waiting for that to get going. Oh, my boy, Otis. Alpha Academy, baby. Tozawa. It's my boy Akira, my cousin. Let's go. And they're doing the national anthem right now here for the Blazers and Jazz, so nothing started here just yet. How about some Bray Wyatt? We can definitely do that. You love Bray. I love Bray. Everyone loves Bray. And again, we want to make sure that his legacy lives on forever. So let's do a little bit of The Fiend, and let's do a little bit of Bray Wyatt. You can never go wrong with Bray, especially if you're not in football season right now, so we don't really need to do Chiefs. And obviously you got the Devils and you got Notre Dame. Notre Dame, that season is over as well, so we can always go here. Get a few photos of our OG Bray Wyatt, a.k.a. The Fiend. Appreciate you, my guy. We're at 20, 80 to go. Let's go. Rest in peace. I miss you. Wrestling will not be the same without you. And again, I think that, unfortunately, sometimes with like musicians and actors and actresses and rappers and rock stars and wrestlers, sometimes they don't get appreciated to the fullest until they're gone. And again, they dropped the ball on giving The Fiend the title when they had the chance, probably thinking that Bray was going to be alive and be around for a long time. And then eventually that the belt would be around his waist at some point and he'd have gold. But again, his legacy will live on forever. And not only will he be one of my favorites personally, it'll be a lot of personal favorites for some of y'all in the room as well, like Sarah, as well as Odin Son. Appreciate you, my guy. Let's go Blazers, baby. Blaze, ABK, and Boondocks, Spirits of the Underground. Have you ever seen them before? Let me see if I can. I'll send it to Sarah, and then I'll see if I can pull it from the X account here. That's unfortunate that you're going to end up missing out on a concert. Like I was mentioning to you, I know it probably doesn't make you feel any better, but I haven't really done too many things that are fun in the last couple of years, just because I've been grinding on this channel and spending time with Paisley, which I'm not complaining about. But I do get a chance to go to a Blazer game or two a year, a Mariner game or two a year, and that definitely ends up being kind of the highlight of my year, which to some people may not be a big deal, but for me, anytime I get to spend time with one of my best friends and we get to go to a sporting event or a wrestling event, it's definitely fun for me. So, especially when as hard as I work. And let me see here. Let me see if I can pull this up. And we're still waiting for intros and everything else. And are these guys part of like the Juggalos and whatnot with the face paint and whatnot, or are they completely separate from the Juggalos? Because obviously they have the Juggalo type of look with the face paint and whatnot. So I'm not too familiar with this Spirits of the Underground tour, but it looks cool. And I imagine, hopefully the next time around, you won't be injured. Things will be, running a little bit more smoothly. But you're my boy through and through, and hopefully things will, heal up smoother, fast, healthy, and then you'll be able to go back to your, normal waves of going to concerts and whatnot. There are intros right now for the Utah Jazz. Filipowski. And again, they're definitely undermanned. There's a few starters that are going to be out for Utah. So, yes, I know that we're on the road, but we should be able to. I don't want to say beat the shit out of Utah, but again, you never know what kind of team you're going to have on the road. But based on who we have playing, I know they're going to have the fans cheering, for the players there, but this should be a game. As long as Portland plays defense and rebounds, we should be able to hopefully, win by 8 points or more. But who knows? If we play shitty defense and we don't rebound, we could definitely end up losing. We could end up losing big and get blown out and get embarrassed, even with a lineup not as good as ours. But, we'll see. But again, we did win by 53, just a couple days ago against the Hornets. And again, the Hornets, the Blazers, and the Jazz were not very good right now. Anthony Simons, Denny Advia, Jeremy Grant, Tumani Kamara, Donovan Clingan. Let's fucking go. Rip City. Isaiah Collier. And then they got Bryce Sensabaugh, Johnny Juzang, KJ Martin, and Kyle Filipowski. So a lot of their main guys are out. And again, we should be able to beat them up. No Lauri Markkanen, right? No starting center in Kessler. No Jordan Clarkson. No John Collins. No Colin Sexton. So and in reality, it's like almost their whole starting lineup and their six man are not playing. So we'll see how it ends up going here tonight. Yeah, nice to be able to see the Mariners get a dub. We're hitting a lot better. Obviously, it's spring training, and it doesn't necessarily mean anything in the win column, in the loss column yet. But you want to see your team put up runs, the pitching to be good, even if it ends up being backups or guys that may or may not be on the roster when the regular season starts. As we got Jay Uso sliding into the ring, yeet, yeet, yeet. Okay, Gunther running for his life. Paisley's in the room now. She says, thank you for your dono. So that way we can get her nails trimmed and dremeled and I can wash her tomorrow. And I really do get a lot of joy of, taking care of her in that way, to be able to make sure that she is getting everything that she needs, to be healthy. And some things, are a little spendy. Like, you end up having like the powder that you sprinkle on the food to give her fresh breath and to make sure the plaque gets removed from her teeth. And, that costs $35 a month and it's just a little tiny container. So every dollar counts, for any kind of support that we can get. And here we go. We're at tip off. I got to turn this down just slightly here for Monday Night Raw. Come on, Anthony. Grant. Corner three is good. There we go, baby. Jeremy Grant right out of the gates. And again, he's been struggling, so it's nice to be able to see him get going early. 3-0 Blazers. Let's go. Backdoor cut. Tipped. And that goes back to the Jazz. Donovan Clingan. They run the switch. Get back out there. Nice block by Clingan. Hell yeah. Kling Kong, baby. Nice job, DC. And Clingan has just celebrated a birthday recently, so hopefully he'll end up having a monster day here tonight. There'll be a good opportunity, hopefully, for him to get close to 20 points tonight, maybe at least 10 to 15, and hopefully 10 to 15 boards with a couple blocks. Already has one. Here we go. And then tomorrow we'll end up, there's no Blazer game tomorrow, so we will do the Kraken and the Blues for Sarah and obviously for Megan. So we'll do a hockey stream tomorrow. And then Wednesday, I'll have to look ahead. I think we'll probably end up doing Blazers on Wednesday or Thursday if they're playing on those days. And then there will be another opportunity for another Kraken possible stream during the week. And then as we get closer to the weekend, obviously that'll be the NASCAR Cup Series as well as WWE Elimination Chamber. So we'll have a jam-packed weekend, and we'll do some basketball and some hockey, in the meantime as we wait for those big events on the weekend. Let's go, baby. Yeah, there's a chance that we could. I mean, we've been playing good ball. Like I said, we got the second best defense in the last month overall on some of our categories. And again, we've been playing pretty good. I think we had like the sixth best record, win-loss record from last month. So again, we started off the season terrible, but we've been really coming strong in the last month. And hopefully we can get to 500. I mean, right now we're only 9 games back. In and out, no good. Come on, Blazers, get back. You had a 5-0 lead. It's already 5-5 now. Let's go. And then we got Pat McAfee and Michael Cole here on Monday Night Raw. Corner 3 is good. Oh, my. Zhang. But that is true. It could happen. I still wouldn't mind, trying to – we're not going to tank on purpose like some of these other teams, but I still want Cooper Flag, but the reality of that happening is pretty slim. Anthony for 3, in and out, no good. Jazz on the fast break. Cherry picking motherfucker going up for the dunk and foul. Don't you dare cherry pick on us. Nice foul by Simons there. Lyra Valkyria making her way into the ring. And I always love it when we can end up doing more than one thing at a time, where I can call the Blazer game and watch Monday Night Raw at the same time. Nothing better than watching wrestling and watching either basketball, baseball, football, hockey, or anything else on top of it. Let's go. Yeah, and again, we have the best shitty team, based off record in the entire NBA, and it's not even close. Like, there's a lot of bad, there's only 30 teams in the NBA, right? So to be a bottom 10 team, but I honestly feel we're the best. We have a really bright future. Yes, there's some pieces that, maybe could have been moved based off contract and money, spending insane amount of money for Jeremy Grant and Anthony Simons. And, again, that would have been interesting if we could have maybe moved those guys. But knowing the Blazers, we would have got rid of those 2 guys and got 2 guys that are worse, or got guys with shitty contracts. So I'm kind of glad for the first time that they didn't actually make a move. There we go. Tumani Kamara off the glass and good. Let's go, baby. Nice job, Tumani. Let's go. We're going to need a big performance. And this is the guy that has really changed the team for the Blazers. He's our best defender on the team by 1 billion. And it carried over to the other players based off effort. He hustles. He takes charges. He blocks shots. He gets back on defense. He moves his feet. He boxes out. He does all those things that a lot of other players, just based off the fundamentals and just doing things that other players are not willing to do. It's nice that we have one of those guys on the team this year, and Tumani Kamara. Denny backing down, up and under, and 1. Let's go. Denny Advia. And obviously we're on the road. We're not in Rip City. Otherwise, you would be hearing the John Cena theme song in the background. Anytime Denny gets an and 1 and it's in Portland, they'll cue up that John Cena music for one of his favorite wrestlers. And I love that. Let's go, baby. And I like I said, I think this is going to be pretty competitive, as you can see on the score above. Yes, Utah is missing some of their starters and some of their best players, but we are on the road. And sometimes, when you play on the road, sometimes things don't go your way. You either get a little lackadaisical, maybe you don't play as hard defensively, you don't have the crowd cheering for you. And again, Utah's fans have always been good, regardless if they have a good team or a bad team. They always show love. Let's go, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed the like button yet, please do. Simon's top of the 3 key. It's good. Let's go. There we go. Nice job by Anthony Simons, and we need plenty of Anthony. And he's really been the catalyst for the Blazers on the offensive side. Tumani on the defensive side. Let's go. And I think it's one of those things is like when you have a team that has a bad record, but you have bad players, then fine. But if you have a bad record and you actually have good players and you have young rookies and up and coming players that are exciting, you don't really mind about the record as much. Like, of course, do I want to be better than 24-33? Of course. I would love for us to be in the 8 seed. Jeremy Grant for 3 again. Let's go. But again, this is a very young team, second youngest team in the NBA. And again, we got a couple of old vets, but a couple rooks and a couple, nice up and coming young players. And again, the future is bright for Rip City. Get back on defense. There we go. Turnover on the Jazz. I love that. Here we go. Let's go, baby. And it's nice that we can have like guys like Scoot Henderson and Shaden Sharp will be future starters on this team, but we have enough depth at the moment where we don't even need them to start. You got Anthony, you got Tumani Kamara, Advia, Jeremy Grant, Klingon. And again, Shea is good enough to start. So is Scoot. He really is, even though they're young, but to have those 2 6-man come off the bench really gives us a big lift. And I think that's really what gives us an advantage. It's like we have around 8 or 9 guys that are typically in the normal rotation, but there's not really a lot of bad players, even on the bench for the Blazers. They know their role, and obviously they don't try to play outside of that most of the time. Let's go, baby. 15-12 Blazers, a little bit of a timeout here as I'm watching a recap of Monday Night Raw. Lyra Valkyria looking on. Great to be able to see Dakota Kai healthy. I've always liked Dakota Kai. I love damage control. Just kind of unfortunate for her every time that she comes back. She looks good for a few matches or a month or two, and then boom, she's got some kind of issue with her leg, her ankle. Something ends up happening, and it ends up being like, quote unquote, like in the NFL, season ending. And then you got to wait 6 months to a year for her to come back. But she's a warrior. She definitely isn't the best wrestler. She definitely is not the best on the mic, but she's like one of those kind of like, underrated, people that are not really appreciated, kind of like how Becky Lynch was before she got her push and became Becky Two Belts and got punched in the nose and everything changed after that. But I always like rooting for people that, have those injuries and they still keep coming back. And they, obviously, this is their whole life, their career, their passion, and hopefully she'll have a little bit better luck moving forward. But as we see coming to the ring, Lyra Valkyria, this one might be tough for Dakota Kai. Yeah, Lyra definitely has a brighter future than Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai is, kind of one of those people that are going to help others get over. She'll be able to compete in matches, but maybe not win that often. We'll see how it goes. But once we can get damage control healthy, then it'll feel better, because that was one of the better factions that they put together. And hopefully they'll be able to, make it the way that it was. Obviously, we know Judgment Day is nowhere near what it was. It's kind of a poor man's version of that faction now, but definitely like all the ladies that are in damage control. And let's see, we got Sharks 1, Jets 0, Golden Knights and the Kings on at 7:30. And then we're going to stream tomorrow Kraken at the Blues in St. Louis at 5 o'clock Pacific tomorrow. We might get our ass kicked like we did against the Tampa Bay Lightning, but you never know. Maybe we'll win like we did against the Florida Panthers the game before that. You never know what Seattle Kraken team is going to come to play on the road. Is it going to be a team that's going to put up 2 to 5 goals, or is it going to be that team that puts up 1 or 0 and we get our ass kicked? Hopefully, we can make it competitive and we can end up, getting a dub at the end of the night, but it's going to be tough. Oh, there we go. Klingon with the steal. You don't see that too often. Fast break. Here we go. Tumani Kamara, 1-on-2. Split the defenders. In and out, no good. Get it, Klingon. And then deflected out of bounds by the Jazz. Let's go, DC. You just celebrated a birthday, baby. Let's have a monster day. And I haven't seen so many people in the Pacific Northwest get excited about a center. A lot of times when we get power forwards and centers, it's just like, oh, they're going to leave. They're only going to be here for a few years. Oh, they're injury prone. And Klingon, it seems like this could be something really special for us as long as he doesn't get hurt. Fingers crossed. Lyra Valkyria picking up Dakota Kai. Dakota with the counter. 22-14 Blazers. Let's go, baby. Jeremy Grant again. Let's go, Jeremy. JG, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. We're shooting for 20 so we can hit the algorithm. 30 to 50 if we get volume, and 100 in the donos. We're at 20. Let's go. Chief in the building. What's good, my brother? How are you, my guy? I ended up talking to Shep because I was kind of worried about him. He's had some personal stuff go on. Fast break, layup, in and out, no good. Get it, Denny. But it sounds like he's having kind of a rough time, but hopefully he'll be able to make some time and say hello in here. But I always like to check up on my people, especially if I don't hear from them quite a while. Not necessarily on stream, but just in general. So, friendships go beyond just the channel itself. Layup is good. 24-19 Blazers. Let's go. Good start if we can get to 30 again. Still in recovery mode. Again, it'll be nice for him to be able to come back, but he's been out for a long time, and I think that we are expecting him back. Oh gosh, I want to say like in the beginning of March. Like March. Let me double check here on the Blazers website so I can give you correct information. So it looks like beginning of March is what I'm thinking. So let's see, and it says March 2nd. So that pretty close, right? First, second. That's beginning of the month. So. And then DeAndre Ayton, March 16th. So we got to wait a little bit longer for that strain calf for him. Robert Williams and, his day-to-day, but he doesn't really get a whole lot of playing time anyways. He's kind of like the 10th, 11th guy on the bench. Fast break for the Jazz. Layup is good. We got to 30, baby. Look how much time is left. Holy fuck. Less than 5 minutes, and we're already at 30. We might be able to get to fucking 40. Let's go. Ooh, Holly coming to visit. That'll be fun. You guys will be able to go eat something, really nice, at a different, place there, and in your hometown area, which will be cool. And, you guys will be able to figure something out to do, watch a game while you eat or, figure something out, go to a movie or whatever you guys have on plan, on your guys' visit. That'll be cool. Anytime you can end up meeting people from the channel, always a cool thing that doesn't happen often. Open three for the Jazz is good. Golly, get on him. Who does he think he is? Lauri Markkanen? Fuck out of here. Let's go. Martin, Williams, Potter, and George. Yeah. Prayers up, man. I hope things get better, for you as well, and again, my DMs are always open for, the OGs that are, close to me and whatnot. So that way, if, things are getting a little bit tough. And normally for guys, it's not our normal nature, regardless of your personality, just to, kind of open up just to anybody or nobody. Sometimes we just like to, bury that shit, deep down because, it takes a special person that we would actually want to reveal that information to. And then if we ever reveal that kind of information and it doesn't get received the right way, then it makes us reluctant on giving that information out to even people that are worth it down the road. But, hope things get better for you. Kip in the building. How are you? But it sounds like, with Shep, had one of his best friends from childhood pass away, and it definitely hit him hard, and it's some other family stuff that I can't talk about on here right now. But if he wants to share when he comes on, he can do that. But it's some sad stuff, and I'm hoping that he'll be able to, it's not something he's going to be able to forget, but, hopefully things will slowly get better each day. Minute by minute, day by day, week by week, year by year, right? Anytime you end up losing a homie or a family member or anyone that is close to you, it's tough. Even in pets, right? God forbid the day comes where Paisley passes away. She's like my daughter, like legit. I spend every minute of the day with her. There's not really any time that we're not separated. And, everyone's got a different type of journey. Everyone's got a different type of, special person or, dog or cat or boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, everyone's situation a little bit different. But prayers up to Shep and everyone else in the room. If you are battling, things will get better. But again, if you end up making minor changes, with your diet and exercise, I'm telling you, from just personal experience, from being a partier, being someone that would party more than anyone you fucking know, still having dreams and goals, but then when you have problems with depression or addiction or anxiety, you have to really look yourself in the mirror and want to be able to change. And again, and once you hit that point, and then if you have discipline and you keep up with your stuff, right? 30-24 Blazers, you keep up with it even when times are tough, and you keep exercising and trying to eat better because it's going to be best for you long term, then your life will start turning around and you will start having like better stuff happening to you, better opportunities, better friends, and again, you may be able to push out some of those toxic people that, may, intentionally or unintentionally bring you down. You are who you are surrounded around. And that's 100%. So if you are around people, right, and they're not like, good for you, they're going to bring you down to their level. And that may not be good, especially if you like to drink a lot or party a lot. There's a lot of people that like to use other people, a lot of people out there that aren't really good friends. They're just kind of someone you have a beer with or smoke with or party with, but you can't really trust them. Oh, what a move by Dakota Kai. 1, 2, 2. But again, you are who you surround yourself around. And I was reading this really good quote, and it was saying that if you end up being around motivated people that make you feel good about yourself, that make you want to be the best version of yourself, your productivity will go up, like 30% if you just hang around people that, are like-minded like you, if you have that opportunity. Not all of us have the opportunity of hanging around like-minded people in the same city, same state, or same household, right? Or even in your friend group. Right. But if you hang around people that aren't good for you, like if your 4 best friends, are like you and you're partying and drinking and not taking care of your body every day, then you're going to go down like them. And they said that your productivity goes down more than 50% if you hang around people like that. And those people aren't necessarily losers. It's just, everyone's been there, including myself, where you prioritize partying and drinking and doing shit that isn't good for your body, right? Because that's just what you're around and what you want to do at the time, right? But then you have to get to a point where, you want things to be better. And especially if you have trauma, that you've gone through, a good diet and a good exercise will make a lot of a difference. Getting out to nature really will help. Trust me. I mean, I'm a guy that was going to be, heading towards that 300 plus, range of my health with diabetes in the family. A lot of people dying. I got to make sure I take care of that. Ended up losing 80, 90 pounds. I'm down to like 185. I've kept it off for a year. And, again, it's been tough. I always want those nachos and burgers and pizza and whatnot like everyone else. But, you got to have the discipline. Right now, the Blazers got a little bit of discipline, 30-27, Rip City on the road. And we got a run in here. Oh, my. He's like, Lyra Valkyria. Oh, what a move. Yeah. I mean, shit, even for me, knowing that she's 3 years old, but, I'm giving her the top 1% life. Big 3 in the corner is good. But even when I see like videos that come across my timeline on Facebook or Instagram or X, you're talking about, dogs getting rescued or dogs getting put down or, dogs passing away, it hits me different, when you actually have a very strong relationship, to a pet like that. And I've never had something like Paisley in my entire life. And, it's as strong as a bond as a child, if not more. I shit you not. And, I will be devastated and crushed when that day comes. So, I'm trying to like prepare my mind for it. But, I just want to make sure I can spend as much quality time, with her, while I can, instead of getting a second or third job, making a lot more money, but then having no time for her, wouldn't be good. So I want to make sure the quality of life is going to be peak for her. 31-30 Jazz. Jazz coming back off some lazy turnovers. Come on, Chauncey. Crack the whip. Let's go. Anybody that you like on the team that's left? I mean, what's left now for you? Tyler Hero? Is that it? Post up, off the glass is good. Come on, baby. Shay from Anthony Simons. Let's finish strong here. We're not going to get to 40, but we might be able to get to the mid-30s here. Anthony off the dribble. And one and fouled. Here we go, baby. Let's go, Anthony. 9-0 run from the Jazz, and even though they're missing a couple starters, if the lack of defense and focus ends up happening, we can lose to a team like this. And again, it's like when you have the battle of the bads, you don't really know what kind of game you're going to get. But lately, the Blazers have been bringing out the best in everyone. Oh, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn on screen. I like my Paisley pup more than most humans. It's like I think you get to a point where if you have a good bond and you just see how scandalous some people are, that sometimes just staying home and spending quality time, with friends, family, or your pets, ends up being like an undefeated thing. Like there's like Netflix and chill, and you can do that, but it's called self-care. Instead of being around people that aren't good for you. And again, I know there's a lot of people that probably are mad at me that I don't kick it like I used to, but I got dreams, I got goals, I have to stay focused, and I got to make sure that I'm there for the quality people that are here for me on the channel on the daily basis, so we can go over the good, the bad, and the ugly in our lives. And I want to make sure Paisley has a fantastic life as well. Elimination Chamber this weekend, as we see that here in the background, looks awesome. Can't wait to be able to see what we get. Oh my God, high risk everywhere. And they're calling a challenge here, coach's challenge, 31-30 Utah. Yeah, and then the whole Jimmy Butler fiasco, that probably wasn't too ideal either, especially if that was one of your favorite players, one of the best players on the team, obviously. And it sucks, sometimes when, money and ego and a lot of things kind of come into play, and all of a sudden what ends up being an asset, you don't necessarily want them out, because they're a good player, but sometimes you just got to have to move on and whatnot. And we'll see how he plays with the Warriors. I assume he'll play well. He's not there in Miami anymore, which he had a problem there. Coaches had a problem with him, and Steph obviously has a new player to pass to now. So. All right, they're still in the challenge. Let me open the door for Paisley here. No illegal contact. All right, no call. Good. Get the call right. We're at 20, 80 to go. Yeah, you guys don't need Garrett or Micah though. You guys are good enough where you don't need egos or personalities. Like I think Garrett would be great for any team, but Micah is kind of a me player. He's kind of a he started off his career where he was really hungry and you could see he was a team player, but within the last couple years, it seems like he's a little bit more of a selfish me player, and I don't think Philly needs that. Those are two great players, and Micah might end up being a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done if he can continue to play on a high level for a few more years. But Garrett's already going to be Hall of Fame for sure. But we'll see how you guys develop, and we got the combine and the draft just right around the corner. Up and under layup is good. 33-32 Utah. Oh, yeah, the Four Nations face-off was incredible. I mean, even for people that didn't give a shit about hockey, don't know the rules, don't know the name of any of the players, alley-oop by the Blazers, in and out, no good. Oh, horrible luck there with that throwdown by Shea Shea. But I think, you even had casuals, people that didn't give a shit about the NHL or hockey players that were like, wow, this is cool. And it's more than just the fight. It's more than just the fighting. 3 fights in 9 seconds. Like every matchup was entertaining. Obviously USA and Canada were the two best, and it ended up being a little bit political, even though they didn't mean for it to be. The NHL typically likes to stay out of political shit, as they have a lot of players from Canada, the USA, and other countries. But again, the rivalry was real.
They had better high-end players on Canada. We won the first time 3-1. And when you got Sidney Crosby, first ballot Hall of Famer, right? You got Connor McDavid, who arguably is the best player playing right now. And then you also have Nathan McKinnon, who's also another top 3, 4, top 5 player. At some point, Canada is going to get it done. And Austin Matthews had shitty defense, kind of went in no man's land. You ended up giving Connor McDavid a wide open look, and that's all she wrote. So, it's their sport. They should have won. We shouldn't have probably beat them the first time around, but it made it that much more exciting going into the championship, thinking that, hey, we do have a chance. It's not like Canada blew us out the first time around. But it was a success, best tourney that I've ever seen. And again, when you play with pride and passion, not like the NBA typically, you get a better product where you get people that don't give a shit that will tune in. But if you don't show effort as the players and don't play with passion or pride, why are the fans going to get invested? And that's why a lot of NBA fans have not been invested or have decided to spend their time other places, wrestling, baseball, NASCAR, or just college basketball, or saying, fuck it, I'm not watching, because I'm not seeing effort. So, and I feel like every sport shows tremendous effort and has passion and pride, except the NBA. And it used to be the best, in the 80s and 90s. So, and it never will go back to that, but, again, hopefully the players and the format, I wish David Stern was still alive, and they wouldn't have changed all these stupid ass formats, go back to East-West. Go back to rookies versus sophomores, get the better skill, 3-point dunk contest participants. The winner, of the All-Star festivities gets home court advantage in the finals. Do it like the MLB, and if you have to give like $5 million per each winning participant to win the game, extra motivation. If it takes that much money to do it, then fucking do it. And if they want to donate the money to a charity or just bag it for some fucking new shoes, whatever. But I mean, it's kind of looking like they need a leader and they need structure. And Adam Silver, he's kind of like an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He's the boss, but he don't know what he's doing, right? David Stern was the boss. He knew what he was doing, and the league was the best when we had him. Facts. All right, I'm going to give my Paisley pup some dinner here in a second. Give me 1 second. All right, challenge. An inverted whistle. Well, let's be really real about things, though. The reason that the Eagles ended up winning it all, by not just having O-line, D-line, defense coaching, and play calling, they had the best offseason maybe out of any team in the last 30 years, right? You got to think that they got what? Kellen Moore, OC, fantastic, right? Then you got Vic Fangio, A grade also, fantastic, right? You end up hitting in the draft, right, with Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, right? When does that happen? You go for corners and they both pan out, right? Weird, right? Saquon Barkley, the best running back in the league, weird. And he stays healthy the whole year, weird, right? Best running back in the NFL, weird, because we know he's always had that top 5 ability, but you just never know when he's going to stay healthy for a full year, right? And then on top of that, you ended up getting Zach Bond from the Saints. They're like, this is trash, right? You're just special teams. He gets a starting role with the Eagles. What does he do? Boom, 1 year, Pro Bowl, All-Pro type of player. So, again, they literally had so many things that went right on top of already having an elite roster with Jalen, right? With who? A.J. Brown, right? Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, with all those offensive linemen, even though they lost Kelsey. Right, they lost Nakobe Dean late and still won the Super Bowl without him. They're deep. But again, the reason why that they're doing as well as they're doing is because they have great people at the top, great ownership, great GM, right? Great coaches. And even though Sirianni might have been on the block, if all these other things didn't step up and kind of save his job, right? Same thing with Ryan Day and having Chip Kelly. If Chip Kelly wasn't there, maybe Ryan Day is fired right now, right? So sometimes you get bailed out by people that are around you that are elite that save your ass, right? So as they got Bianca Belair and Naomi on screen, going to go against Liv and Raquel. Dirty Dom walking down to the ring. Scoot. Hit him with the shimmy and the shake. Scoot with the jumper. In and out. Fuck. No good. I love me some Scoot. Again, that when the initial draft status, they're like, oh, Damian Lillard, but everyone knew he's not going to be Dame. No one is going to be Damian Lillard. Dame is a one of one. That's a Hall of Fame player. You just want someone that could be a solid starter and just get better and better. And Scoot was, kind of nervous early on, but has gotten better. All right, 33-32, end of the first quarter. Good first quarter there. Monday Night Raw has been entertaining as well. And, we'll see. Again, we ended up doing like Monday Night Raw for 3 weeks in a row. We took like a week off, and then we'll see if they have anything entertaining, for Blazers or Kraken or anything worthwhile. And if not, then we will do a Monday Night Raw stream maybe next week, especially after Elimination Chamber. After Elimination Chamber, there might be some special stuff going on. So maybe we'll end up doing that. Yeah. But again, you're also a fan of other players in the league other than just on your own team. So you get it. You've had the championship run. You know what it feels like to win. You know what it feels like to lose. And and sometimes it's nice to have other people get their shine. It always hurts when it ends up being your team that loses. And you don't get something, but getting to be able to see certain people go all the way and make a name for themselves. Like I want to be able to see Lamar with a championship before he's done. I want to see Burrow with one. I want to see Josh Allen with one. I don't think that I'm the only one that thinks that way. I know you guys think that too. Like you guys might not, think that these guys are your favorite, but they're fun to watch. If they were on your team or our team or my team or yours, you would love it, right? Like who wouldn't like fucking Joe Burrow, Lamar, or Josh Allen? I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, those guys are amazing, right? But again, until they end up getting the right coaching and the right defense, right? Then, and we'll have to see if what happens with the Chiefs moving forward too. But AFC is loaded. But if whoever's defense gets fixed, that will be the team that will have a shot against whoever it is representing the NFC, which is typically a different team every year. All right, we got Dom. We got Judgment Day at ringside. Oh, Dom and Braun Breaker. A very unusual matchup here. Braun Breaker is extra aggressive like Sheamus and just like his dad, Rick. And obviously Uncle Scott. Oh, flips Dom, almost lands on his fucking head. Dom is not Lucha Libre. You can't throw him like he is like Psychosis and weighs like 150. Dom is not Rey Mysterio. He's a little bit bigger. Matt in the building. What's good? Just watching Monday Night Raw. Braun Breaker and Dirty Dom. Blazers and Jazz. Oh, bad clothesline and good sell by Dom there with the flip with the clothesline. You have to know how to do that. I see you, Dom. Dirty Dom putting in the work. Yeah, and that's one thing that the Chiefs, the Eagles, and the Buccaneers have in common. We got good ownership, good coaches, good GM. We know how to evaluate talent, and we've been able to win. Eagles have won Super Bowls, Bucs have won Super Bowls, right? Chiefs, had their dynasty. It may not be fully over yet. But again, it's, if you don't have good people at the top, you're never going to fucking win. All you're going to do is just have players, but again, you're never going to be able to fully achieve your potential or greatness if you don't have good people at the top, right? As well as people as mentors. Nice bucket by Shay. Chief will Chief. $5 holler. What you listening to music-wise? What's fucking, what's in the rotation right now? Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. J. Cole just dropped. with a little something something. Obviously, we know Kendrick, dropped his album, and that was something that was listened to by fans and also non-fans. Drake has tried to come out with a little bit of a little bit here, a little bit there. It's kind of more of an R&B sound and whatnot. It seems like he's still kind of failing until he pulls out that summer banger with the beat, and then that might get him back on the good side of the hip hop community and whatnot. Just wanting something new music wise, because there really isn't a whole lot of great hip hop music nowadays. Sometimes even the throwback shit is better than what you're getting right now. $5 holla. Let me know what you want to do photo wise. Top of the 3 key, in and out, no good. And come on, that was off the Jazz. Damn it. 36-35 Blazers. Braun Breaker, Dirty Dom showing you he got the offense, he got the defense. He's chopped. He's patching the chest. He's pushing the chest. He said, "I'm Eddie." Braun catches him in the corner. Yeah, what do you like underground? Like, what are we talking? What do you like, man? You got to think. I grew up in the birth of hip hop, so it's not like I was going, a lot in that NWA era. But for me, like I've told this story before, I think I got influenced by literally the best that you could have gotten influence in my era. So, like first CD was Dr. Dre The Chronic. Does that get any better for a kid in my, like living area? Like that's what I get here living in Oregon. I get Dr. Dre The Chronic, and you can only imagine, you listen to that album, right? You're hooked. Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. Obviously the next year that album, ridiculous. Then Tupac double album, All Eyes on Me. Then Biggie's album, right? Life After Death, double disc, right? A thing called CDs that I used to listen to, right? You guys might have heard of them, right? And then boom, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Eternal 1999. I mean, you're talking about like every single person was like a Hall of Famer. If we're talking about like Hall of Fame, like how did I get so lucky to get 5 Hall of Fame? Bang, 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 bang. Dre, Snoop, Pac, Biggie, Bone. Yeah, and I always liked Tech Nine and underground stuff too. And like just because it doesn't get radio play doesn't mean it's not good. And plus, if you can own all of your royalties, those guys end up making sometimes more money than the people that are famous, but they sell out a lot of their rights. And obviously, if the label owns you and owns the music and the catalog, and depending on how your deal was structured, it seems like a lot of people in the music and in the hip hop industry get ripped off because they don't read the fine print. They don't have a lawyer. And then all of a sudden they think they're going to be making all this money, and then they're not. And then they don't make good music. You have to wait for them to get out of the deal. And then hopefully, they'll own their own shit, be popular enough to hang that way, and make a living out of it. Good block by Klingon. Let's go. Fast break behind the back by Tumani. Anthony Simons, corner 3, in and out, no good. We got Pat McAfee and Michael Cole here on Monday Night Raw. I'm double dipping, baby. 40-36 in Utah Jazz. Blazers down by 4 on the road, but we won against the Hornets by 53. The biggest win in Blazer history. LaMelo Ball went 1 for 10, right? 5 points. How does that happen? I figured, I'm going to see 30, 40, 50 out of LaMelo, but that was a special game. Top of the 3 key, in and out, no good, and that should go to the Blazers. Hi, Paisley. Okay. You seen Kodak on socials? People got to take care of that, man. Anytime you end up seeing some of these like, hip hop, rappers and whatnot, you can definitely tell the ones that, are making money, so they're partying hard, But then if you like party too hard, then like bad shit starts happening where you end up getting, filmed by people on the street, and you're not looking right, like sitting down in the middle of the road in the middle of nowhere and then like eating like a Safeway chicken, dude, that is not a good look. That's a good look when you're at your house. That's a good look when you're with the homies, and you're chilling, but not a good look, if you're just out of it and you're geeked and then you're just like, I'm going to just eat a chicken and I don't give a shit who films me. Like, you're not there, my guy. But again, we'll see. Hopefully, we'll get more good music in 2025. And again, I like a little bit of everything. Kind of just depends on my mood. It might be a Blink 182 day. It might be a Red Hot Chili Pepper day. It might be an Ozzy Osbourne day. It might be a Tupac day. I mean, it could go many, many ways. It could be wrestling theme song day. We got Rock and we got Cody. And obviously with Rock's schedule and everything that's going on in Hollywood, now they're trying to make him be the manager. So it's like corporate Rock, corporate Cody. So essentially Rock is going to be like, not really a wrestler anymore since he's got the movies and whatnot. He wants to just to be the leader, kind of like a Paul Heyman, right? And you're following him. So that's the angle that they had to pivot to if you've been following up on wrestling, because at one point or another, it looked like maybe, Rock was going to go against Roman or somebody big. They had something kind of lined up, but it shows you, that they will pivot based off, how the fans react and depending on what Triple H and, everyone, has cooking in the creative wheel. Yeah, bro. Yeah, and it's funny too because even at my age, I keep up with everything. I know exactly what's going on with the 20, 30, 40, 50, my age, older than me, but I especially make sure I keep up on the things that I would have kept up on, if I was, 15 to 25. I want to make sure I'm still, linking with those people so that way I'm never going to miss out on anything new that is worth listening to because, anyone that appreciates music, right, again, it takes a while sometimes to be able to find some underground, songs or underground artists and whatnot. Anyone can come up with like a banger here and there, but to have consistency, on an album and whatnot. So like sometimes I'll just get into a mood where I want to listen to like Outkast, and that's like one of my favorites of all time, right? Andre 3000 and Big Boy, because when they came out, even if they came out today and did that, it would be like mind blowing. Like, they were ahead of their time and they could have literally come out at any time and been a success. Like, how often can you say that about a duo or an artist, and including both of them, right? Such a unique style, didn't give a shit about what people said on how they dressed or looked. They just did them, and they could be creative and be colorful and, dress, in whatever way that they wanted. I love that, You're like, you have your own fucking vibe. You're not trying to rap or be like anybody else. This is just, I'm showing you us our swag. This is us, and, there'll be people that try to be like us, but this is us. And we're not like, all the other 10 or 12 mumble rappers that are coming out with similar songs that some might be hits, but, they can't put an album together. Layup is good, 43, 41. And it's good for when we want to work out, or if we're just chilling. Everyone's got a different way of listening to music in the car, at home, on a walk, working out. I need that little pick and roll by the Jazz. Rejected. Let's go, Blazers. Denny goes up for the up and under, misses the layup. Get back on defense here. 45-41, Utah. Come on, Blazers. Crit. Yeah. And then anytime anyone goes over like their artist here, you're aging yourself, but not in a bad way. Because I do it too. Going over Dre and Snoop and Tupac, Biggie, and Bone. But then when you go even further back, like like the EPMD, the Public Enemy, and whatnot, the MC Light. Yes. You can definitely tell the age, of people. If you're, 20, if you're 30, if you're 40, and then if you're like 45, if you're 50, like you can definitely tell, based off the music. Scoot at the top of the key, little jab step three, in and out, no good. Stop holding, clinging, damn it. Come on. Ivy Nile and the Creed Bros. Ivy Nile, she has the look, that she looks like a wrestler. Like I said, on any level, like WWE, college, she just has a very unique look to her. Kind of like, she kind of reminds me of like like a badass, skinnier, tougher Natty. Someone that you would think that would be coming from like the dungeon in Canada. Oh, jumper is good. Come on. Little Pisky. 48-43 Jazz. Oh, they're brawling. They're brawling in the back. WWE. Scoot. Floater. Alley-oop to Klingon. In and out. No good. Get back. Flip. Fast break. 2-on-2. Off the glass. And fouled. Come on, Blazers. He's a cool G-Rap. My first, I told you guys my first CDs, but my first tapes, right? Cassette tape. Anyway, I mean, all the people are chilling in here. We all know, but tapes, man. My first tape was not even a tape that I could buy. I had to get it borrowed, and then I had to make a copy of it, right? My first tape was Bust a Move, Young MC. Then MC Hammer, Can't Touch This. And then Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby. And then after having those, right, then went to those CDs. But you can kind of see the progression, Okay, Young MC, Bust a Move, a very classic cassette or CD. Then MC Hammer when he was in the prime, right? Can't Touch This. You know what it's about. They still play it to this day in movies, commercials, right? And then the Ice Ice Baby. You just got to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Return of the Ooze, right? Go Ninja, go. What you know about that? That's my life, baby. 48-45 Jazz. Cody Rhodes making his way down the ring with the belt. They need to revamp the belts, though. I do like the different colors as he takes a selfie with a kid there in the front row. Badass of him to do that. Always loved it when Cody would give away his weight belt. To me, that was the best souvenir that you could have got from any wrestler in the last probably 15 years. Like as far as like someone giving away something as influential as Bret Hart, Stunner Shade, plastic glasses, the Cody Rhodes weight belt. And those aren't cheap. I mean, usually like replica ones of weight belts, if you were going to get one signed, not as much as like a wrestling belt, but still, more than $100, And they usually have some pretty cool designs. They'd be awesome for autographs if you can't like afford a real wrestling belt. Like, and it, you can put it in there, any type of Sharpie, and it just pops. Tumani fadeaway is good. There we go. That's my boy, Tumani Kamara. Bring that electricity, baby. Cody on the mic. George and the Blazers with the collision. I don't know why they collided into each other right there. Yeah, dude. What you know about Nelly and the Saint Lunatics? What you know about Murphy Lee? Bro, I'm on it. Like people, like I said, I grew up with hip hop and I did not discriminate. I mean, like when I started collecting CDs, like you would never, like if Lil' Kim came out, I bought it. Like, you know what I mean? Like it might not be like my favorite thing, but I'm gonna try a little bit of it. Okay, Naughty by Nature, boom, I'm gonna buy it. Like, give me everyone's, vibe. I need to be on, what's going on. I need Onyx. Give me Onyx. Give me the Slam. Give me the Wu-Tang. Give me Method Man. Give me Redman. Give me Snow with Informer. What do you know about the Snow? Informer. What do you know about the Informer? The old school days, man. The best days. The 80s and 90s days. Oh, yeah, the Ching-a-ling. I was at the clubs back then when that stuff was going down. They had some pretty big, I wouldn't go to a bunch of them, but, hip hop has always been in my blood. And we always had like breakers at the school and whatnot. And, I'm not going to go to a club and start doing fucking windmills and anything, but, I can pop and lock and I can, I know how to dance hip hop and stuff. So like, I don't need to like show off, but if you're, back in those days, there was a few epic O-Dog on the dance floor moments, We used to have the Blazers, believe it or not. Travis Outlaw and his brother lived behind the club that was kind of popular back in that era, with the Ching-a-ling. And if you were lucky enough, obviously they would have like a ladies' night, and people would be driving for 100 miles to go to this spot that was pretty close to where I lived and whatnot. And I remember, like, you would see like the Blazers usually at the bar, and then some of them would post up kind of close to the dance floor, but not really, because obviously then they would just get hounded by all the girls and whatnot, or dudes that are like fanboying trying to get like an autograph or to buy them a shot or something. But I will say this: me and my boy Oli, who Oli is, from Minnesota, fisherman type of guy. But we used to hang, we used to drink pretty heavy and whatnot, and we ended up going there. And there was a few like Jermaine O'Neal and Travis Outlaw and a few of those guys out in that time period. But we did some Jaeger bombs and stuff like that, and Patron shots. Back there with a couple of them back in the day. Was not a regular thing, because usually I was doing my own thing, hanging out, or catching the scenery, seeing what music is going on, as we have Seth fucking Rollins making his way, looking like goddamn a poor man's Ric Flair. He can always wear whatever. It's kind of half ninja, half bathrobe, but it doesn't have really the sparkles on it like a Ric Flair. But Seth can wear anything and make Seth, Seth and Becky, like, again, if you have the personality for it, you literally could wear anything and the crowd is going to cheer. You literally could come out in like some Barney bathrobe and they would just fucking eat it up, right? 49, 48, because it's Seth fucking Rollins. I mean, golly, that's my guy right there. Luda, when I used to watch BET 106 in Park, and when all my other friends were like, what are you watching? It's like, I can watch MTV TRL with Carson Daly, but BET 106 in Park is going to have better music videos, and it's going to have better guests, and I'm going to probably, vibe a little bit more. But I always would watch both. Deep three from the top of the key, in and out, no good. Man, ODB. And I was watching a thing that was talking about people with like addiction and people that partied and kind of took it to that like extreme level. And they had like a top 5 and top 10 list. And ODB was on the list. He was in the top 5. And obviously that's kind of a reason if you end up passing away, eventually you party hard, might not be a good batch. Something happens and all of a sudden, that individual is no longer with us. Seth in the ring with Cody. Jazz with the layup, in and out, no good. Denny with the rebound, fast break, 3-on-1. Denny, Scoot, up and under layup, no good. Fuck, come on, Scoot. Corner 3, in and out, no good. Get that board, Klingon, and then foul on the Jazz. Finally, get big, Klingon. You can't be soft out there. You got to be our tough guy. You got to get a little edgy. Throw them bows. Tell him, Seth. It's like, when someone is over too, it's like when you have personality, you can wrestle and you can talk. You can literally wear anything, and the fans, they don't care. It's almost like you look forward to seeing like, how crazy is it going to get? The man makes the clothes. The clothes don't make the man. It's the accessory. It helps. There's some icons in the ring there. Tumani Kamara, layup no good. And rips it out of Donovan Klingon's hands. Come on, Blazers. Here we go. 56-48. Let's go. Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang forever. When I think about Wu-Tang, you know what I think of? I think about listening to like Burn CDs and listening to fucking Gravel Pit on repeat. Anyone that hasn't listened to Gravel Pit, fucking put it on YouTube. Listen to it. Oh my God. If you were alive back then, you will have a flashback of something that you did when you heard that song. Because that was, they've had a bunch of good stuff and they have a lot of amazing artists, that came out with like solo projects. I'm a big Method Man, Redman, Rock Wilder. I love Red and Meth. You watch them in How High, but they have great chemistry together. Very underrated and whatnot. But, ODB, had a skill set that was amazing. I love going back in the past. Sometimes we need to do that, especially if the current stuff is bland and boring. Go back. If there's some epic shit that you haven't listened to in a while, listen to it. Denny and offensive foul on Denny Advia. Collier with the good defense there. Dude, see? We're on the same level, baby. Grave diggers, yeah. 106 in Park, but also what? Rap City. It's either you know or you don't. You either watched it, and that was like when Luda first came out, seeing all of those music videos and his style and swagger when he first came out, he was a one-on-one. You knew with his swagger and talent level, that I kind of had a feeling that he was going to hit TV or movies at some point. Not everyone has to do it, like Ice-T or Ice Cube or Luda, but obviously he got lucky with the Fast series. And anytime you could become a staple on the Fast and the Furious, you're going to have a job for life because they're probably going to make like 30 fucking movies. Even when Paul Walker died, they said, fuck it, let's keep going. We'll just keep adding people, right? It's like that street racing culture for a lot of us never, that never left. It may not be as popular as it was 20, 30 years ago, but people are still watching those movies. Floater, airball by the Jazz as we're getting close to halftime here. 61-48. Take that, Jazz. Ting-a-ling. Ting-a-ling. So, it's like I feel like we had like a channel Jeopardy and we were going against like other channels. It's like we know a lot more here than just sports. Okay. Corner three by the Jazz, in and out and no good. Blazers with the fast break. Good ball movement here. Simon's at the top of the key. Jeremy Grant says, fuck it, I'll shoot. And bang, it's good. Fifth three of the game. Ting-a-ling, Jeremy Grant. Who does he think he is? Steph Curry? I'll take it. Let's go. Rip City. Seth Rollins looking like he's came out of a bathroom. Cody Rhodes with the strap around his shoulder, but it's kind of ugly. Like, let's be honest. Does that belt look good? It doesn't give you the same belt feel as like the WCW big gold belt, I don't know, and I always like the spinner belt, that they had with John Cena and the Rated R Superstar Edge, I don't know. I just feel it needs to have, Collier with the bucket right before halftime there. Wow, big three, 61-51 Blazers. But I think that like the belts need a little bit of retooling. Like for me, I've been able to see WWF belts, WCW, ECW, AEW, NJPW. I think personally, the big gold is the best looking belt, regardless if it's got NWO spray painted or not. But then you have like, the smoking skull belt and the belt that they had when Stone Cold and The Rock were champs. The eagle belt, the wing eagle belt, like the Intercontinental belt. Like a lot of the belts were much aesthetically more pleasing than what the belts look now. And I know you're trying to establish W because it's WWE, right? But I don't know. I just think sometimes, you got to be able to find something a little bit better. Like it's a standard design, but I don't know. I think it's time for something better. And I like that they've added colors to the W, but I don't know. Some of the color combos don't look as good as others, and I don't know. It's like you have so many fucking belts now. It's like, which one actually has prestige anymore? Tell him, Seth. Seth always can cut a promo. Ting-a-ling. Nate Dogg, that's my guy. On Instagram, when I make posts, I usually use Nobody Does It Better, one of my favorite songs of all time, top 5. Right? Nate Dogg, Warren G. Nobody Does It Better. You want to fucking get motivated? Listen to that. I'm a big Warren G guy too. Regulators, mount up. That's my shit, dude. Like I feel like some of that stuff still stays true to this day. Montel Jordan, this is how we do it. Like I can listen to that and be entertained every single day. Like, it all depends. Yeah, Ayton is hurt. He got a fucking strained calf and has been out for a few weeks. He's out for a month plus, but we should get him back mid-March, and we'll see if he ends up, being a factor because he was playing pretty good. Well, now they got Missy Elliott here with the jazz dancers. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, dude, they were doing a Missy throwback. Holy fuck! I haven't listened to Missy Elliott in like fucking 10 years. Oh shit! Oh, now they're queuing up the Gwen Stefani Holla Back Girl. Oh shit! Memories. Bananas. Banana. They're doing some like dance mix. Oh, Duro. Do you know about that ice cream paint job? And he said, "Get big." I mean, I miss like the music video era. They don't really do them anymore. Like they do, but it doesn't have the same type of impact because of the way social media is now. Like when someone came out with a music video on like MTV, BET, that might be like the first time that we actually see it, you know? And even though internet was around for a little bit, but it wasn't like the same as it where you could find that same kind of content a lot of other places. So when like something dropped, it was like kind of a big deal for a lot of us back in the day, if you guys remember. You know, it would be like, okay, I got the CD, but like, what's the music video look like? And then you get like your mind blown seeing like little special effects that were like minor back in like the 80s, 90s, and the 2000s. And you're like, oh my God, this is awesome. You know, and then you see stuff that they could make now, which would be different. But 61-51, Rip City. Dude, jealous. You know, the only thing that I have a regret for music is that me and my best friend Justin had floor seats from Ozzy, and it got canceled twice. And you know, and we were, you know, it's like at the point where you could have got a VIP and met him, you know, for like a couple $100 more. Because if you're already on the floor and we're like super close within like 5 rows, you know, it's like if you got the extra money, that I'm not sure if we would have went that route and upgraded, you know, to do the VIP thing. My buddy had the money to do it for sure, but that to be able to see Ozzy like live, you know, before obviously he gets to the point where he can't really perform, where he's kind of now, you know, and is going to be, you know, just seeing in like TV shows and just making money with the Osbournes with his wife and Jack, you know, and his daughter, right? But that's the only one that I had like something canceled and I like really bummed me out, you know. And they were like expensive. It's like that's not cheap for Aussie, especially if you want floor seats. I mean, you're paying, you know, a couple hundred, you know, 200-300 bucks, you know, and then you want to do the like the meet and greet, you know, it's probably like 450 or five or something. But I don't know. It would have been awkward for me because like how much I really love Aussie and whatnot. Oh, Liv. Oh, yeah, we got Liv and Raquel going against Bianca and Naomi. Oh yeah, Mac Dre. Get stupid. Grown shit. The Get Stupid was out when I was, you know, able to like, you know, do the whole club thing. Going to the club. I remember all the songs that were out when I was at that time. That was like at the time where like Stunner Shades first like really became a thing. I like the rappers that can spit fast. So you can get like a compilation of Twista and everyone else that can rap really fast, like Midnight Choppers. What you know about that? We got commercials now, obviously, on both. Blazers up by 10. I like that. Again, we did win by 53 against the Hornets a couple days ago. That was the biggest win in Blazer history based off the points. We're not going to win by that much here tonight, but hopefully we win. But so far, so good. 61 at half. You can't complain about that. Hell, I would have been happy at 50 at half. But to be at 60, to average like almost 30 a quarter, right? 32 and 29. Fuck. For a team that's the second youngest team in the NBA. Okay. Okay. What you know about Twister? Oh, Yela Wolf. You know, every era is different. Like for me, like Selly Cell was a movement for me. You know, not a lot of my friends knew that, you know, about the Selly Cell and stuff. It's going down tonight. Tonight it goes down. You know, like sometimes all you got to hear is like, you know, a few words, and you're, oh shit, I remember that song. Like, you know, there was so much music that I collected. It was like ridiculous. You know, you never, you know, knew if I was going to go Selly Cell, and then I'm going Loonies. I got 5 on it. Like, you know, I was always trying to get the CD because I always wanted to listen to all the other tracks other than the ones that like friends talked about. Like, I was like, I need to be able to see what other underground shit that's on there that actually is probably a better song than the one that they chose to make popular. Because sometimes you get those other songs that, you know, that are on the album, and you're like, oh damn, this one is actually just as good, if not better, than the popular one. Those underrated songs. And then sometimes you're blessed enough to find an album that you can listen to all the way through and not skip it. Bone Crusher. Never scared. I remember the music video for Bone Crusher. Always on BET at 106 in Park, you know, or Rap City with Tigga. It's crazy too. I can remember all the hosts and the AJ and Free. Like, you know, I don't really, you know, there's not really shows like that for me to go and watch, you know, anymore. You know, but again, back in the day when MTV and BET actually played music instead of just shows, I miss those days. Otis, Jay, Yeet. The Einstein, Tech Nine. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. I think, you know, and I think for some people, you know, they're only in their like era, and that's kind of where they stay. You know, it takes effort to be able to, you know, go through every era. It's like on this channel, it's like I'm vibing with people, you know, that are 18 to 22, and then I got people from that spectrum, you know, to people around my age, or you know, around 40, and then also people that are all the way from 50 to 90. So it's like you're getting a lot of perspectives and a lot of information. So, you know, you got to make sure you're keeping up with everything. 61, 51 Blazers. We got Jey Uso on Monday Night Raw here as we're just waiting for halftime to wrap up. Let's go, baby. 6 more likes to be able to get to 20. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. And we're at 14.6 to go to hit the algorithm. And then what are we at? Are we at 20? 80 to go on the Dono train. Yeet. Let me turn down this basketball coverage here so I can turn up Monday Night Raw a little bit louder. And we do Monday Night Raw streams, you know, here and there. Kind of just depends on the card for the night and if there's something that might be a little bit better, but we'll always be covering it. And I'll always be multitasking, whether we do a basketball game in Monday Night Raw or hockey in Monday Night Raw. Oh, the War Raiders versus American Made World Tag Team Championship next Monday. And then we have Elimination Chamber this weekend. We got Raquel and Liv. Liv looking amazing as ever. When has Liv ever looked bad? Liv is incredible. NAOMI. The glow. All right, Naomi. And then we got Bianca coming out after her. Dude, if you partied with me back in the day, you would have loved it. we would have had some fun, bro. Okay, here comes Bianca. I like Bianca's long hair. She got the swagger. She got the outfits, right? And it's not like forced, it's like, this is, who you get. I don't need to show off, even though it feels like to some people she is, right? And confident in the abilities. And it's like you actually get someone that gives you the athleticism like Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton, It's and again, as far as strength is concerned, pound for pound, she might be the strongest. I mean, there's a lot of strong females, that can lift up other strong females, or like if you can pick up Nia Jax or any of the other bigger females, athletically with the muscle, that's not easy. Again, it's not going to be easy even for a man. You got to be able to have the upper body strength and the lower body strength, but Bianca is super special. It's like you hope that wrestling gives you like superstars. Like they're stars, but Bianca's got the it factor. And too bad with the Jade Cargill injury, but at least it gives an opportunity for Naomi to be like in the limelight a little bit. Like, she could always be in like a Royal Rumble or, have just some random jobber match, here and there and get squashed and whatnot. But it's always cool when you can end up having like kind of a stalling point, like after you lose a belt or like Liv did, and then you have to like tag up to still stay like relevant. But sometimes in storyline, you have to pivot, right? You have to make the best of the situation instead of just being on TV and being the it, and then all of a sudden, just disappearing. Yeah. Theory did the yeet. Nuck if you buck. Nuck if it's like them franchise boys in my white tee. Like people are surprised, man. Like I said, I can do the basketball, the baseball, the football, the hockey, the wrestling, the toys, cartoons, the shows, the movies. We can go down that road and I can name drop, bang, 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 bang. But then when you can do like music on top of that or other things, I like this vibe that you guys are giving me, because it's like if I were to say that somewhere else, people would be looking at me. They don't get it. Like the reason why I love Ozzy or Green Day. Like my like it all depends on when you listen to it, at what point of you are at that in your life, and then having those memories. And I mean, I'm hip hop through and through, but. Oh, nice double team move to Liv there. Okay, here we go. Bang, another double team move. There we go. I like that. With the little double there and the double elbow drop with the arms still connected. That's like kind of ECW style, when you get fancy. Except in ECW, they had a habit where they would do one move, then they would do another move, and then right away do another double team move, and then right away do another double team. So then you would be doing like 5 double team moves in a matter of like 10 seconds, and then the crowd goes wild. It's like there's a different level of swagger that ECW gave you, because they were the lower promotion to WWF and WCW. They didn't have the money. They had Paul Heyman, but they had RVD. They had Sabu. They had guys that wrestled completely different and more hardcore backyard wrestling than we've ever seen. And it changed wrestling forever. NWO changed everything forever. DX did as well. But I think like ECW, you can feel it when you watch WWE and AEW now. Not in every match, but you'll see flashes of it, or them trying to be like them. I mean, RVDs don't grow on trees, especially RVD in his prime. Oh, Raquel pulling out the carpet on Bianca. Ooh, nice sell by Bianca there. Getting thrown in by Raquel, making her look like a. She's funny, Raquel. Oh my gosh. All right, we're back into the action. 63-51 Blazers. Now, Blazers were at halftime. They just came back. So we're doing Blazers and the Jazz, and then also covering Monday Night Raw. I tried to double dip and do both. And then we've talked about old school music. Nice cross-court pass. Corner three by the Jazz. In and out, no good. Klingon with the board. Outlet. Let's go to Anthony Simons. Corner three. In and out, no good. Rebounded by the Jazz. 65-57 commercial here on Monday Night Raw, which has been pretty entertaining. And ever since it's moved to Netflix, it's been pretty fun, to have everyone watch it at the same time. Midwest and East Coast people, nice three there by the Jazz. You guys would get it live. But, here in Oregon, I would have to wait 3 hours after it was already over for you guys. So when you guys are done at like 8 or 9, that's when I get it. So it's like if you, alley-oop to Klingon, cling clong, let's go. So after it was over, so if I check social media, then I might get, spoilers and whatnot, which always suck. But now it's like everyone watches it at the same time. I like that. I'm on the same time as everyone in the Midwest and the East Coast. Take that. Corner three is good. Fuck. Judah in the building. What's good? No, Simons, Klingon, Advia, Grant, and Toumani Camara, because anytime you end up going into half, they're going to always go back to their starters. And Shaden Sharp and Scoot are 6th and 7th men off the bench. And it's rare for them to start. So unless there's a lot of injuries. But when you have Toumani, Jeremy Grant, Advia's all around, Klingon, is in there for DA. Anthony's been the best scorer. So, there's not going to be a whole lot of wiggle room unless you feel that Shea is better than Jeremy Grant, which sometimes he is. And then Toumani Camara can't be replaced because he's our best defender. Advia plays all around. So again, there's only one spot in the lineup that could be upgraded, which would be Grant for Shea, and or trying to find room for Scoot, which I really like Scoot. I think that he should start at some point. Free throw in and out, no good. But again, he's still young, and there will be a point where Scoot and Shea will be the 1 and the 2. But it is what it is. But Scoot is not in. He'll be in a few minutes here. Advia, free throw, in and out, no good. Tipped, out of bounds, back to Portland. I like that, baby. The Judah is in the building. You lost a nasty one. Nasty boys. I remember them in wrestling. Yeah, it always stinks when you lose bets in the most horrendous ways, Fast break for the Jazz off the steal. Layup is good. And then we got Naomi here with Raquel in the ring in a tag team match with Bianca and Liv waiting in the wings. 65-59 Blazers, and whistle called. And that's going the other way. Let's go, baby. We're at 25-75 to go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. You don't know what we're going to talk about next. Could be Ozzy Osbourne. Could be Green Day. Could be Blink-182. It could be Liv Morgan. It could be Donovan Klingon. Who fucking knows? Could be Tech 9. Bang! Get that. Klingon with the board. Foul. There you go. They're hacking the shit out of Klingon like he's Shaq. Klingon fucking punch someone. Fucking Kling Kong their ass. Let's go. We've been lacking the toughness and the physicality. And obviously, if that's our most physical guy, out of everyone on the team besides Toumani Camara, you don't want to have soft players. You want to have players that have that toughness. All right. Naomi, second rope. Little neck breaker. Oh, man. He still got it. Appreciate you. Bianca at the top. Oh, 450. Get the fuck out of here. 1, 2, 2. Oh, my God. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I was giving Bianca some praise and love and whatnot, but I didn't think she was going to straight go out like fucking, oh, my God. Like Too Cold Scorpio from ECW in the 90s. Jesus Christ. 450? Holy moly. She tried. Oh, my God. We had a collision there with Tumani Kimura and one of the Jazz players. Bianca got Raquel up. Oh, she says, let me scratch your ear and get away. She gave her the old famous ear scratch. And now Bianca is blinded by the ear scratch. And then we had a nice offensive foul here on the. Oh, he swiped him. Ball. Luckily, it wasn't the chin. Oh, Liv. Fucking New Jack. What you know about New Jack and Mustafa? Gangsters. Missed that shit. I mean, shit, I did backyard wrestling for some of y'all. You know, most of y'all knew that. You know, but again, I mean, that's how much I fucking, loved it. You got to be an insane person to do fucking backyard wrestling in like junior high or high school. You're not all there, It's like you love it, and luckily I had another like 15 or 20 people that were as crazy as me that loved it too. But if you grew up in the 80s and 90s, I mean, that was the time, the best that it ever was. And that's probably why you don't see a whole lot of backyard wrestling anymore. I mean, I imagine there's still some, but it wasn't like it was back then. Come on, Chauncey. Here we go. 73-62. You bet the over. Scored by Judah. The Judah. Judah. My guy, Judah. He said, I need to go ice fishing. Jazz at the top of the key. Clinging. Block that shit. There we go. Good rebound. Get tough. And he got it poked away. Stay on him. Good pass by the Jazz. Cross court, one-handed. Corner three. Bang! Who do they think they are? John Stockton? All right, here we go. 73-62. Blazers. Oh, Denny hit him with a little shimmy and shake. Liv. Again, this is awesome chance by the crowd. Scoot for three. Bang! That's my boy. Scoot with a little Liv Morgan. Let's go. There we go, Liv. Okay, Blazers. Tumani, Grant, Advia, Klingon, Scoot. Scoot with 13, baby. I mean, that's the reason why I put Scoot and Shea on the thumbs. I mean, I could always put some of the other starters and whatnot, but I like the young collective unit of players that we have. I'll Liv with a roll-up. 1, 2, 2. As we're at commercial here. 73-62 Blazers. Oh, Bianca picking Liv up. She says, I'm Lex Luger. Bang! 1, 2. Oh, Raquel with a late save. Raquel looking like Wonder Woman. She said, Naomi, I'm going to throw you out. Not really. Forearm smash. Oh, here we go. Oh, knocked her out with the bum. With the bum. The bum knockout. Okay, Naomi with the tag. Double team move. Incoming. Liv. Oh, double team move. Nintendo 64. Bang! No mercy. WrestleMania 2000. WCW NWO Revenge. 1, 2. Oh, leg on the ropes. The Dirty Dom. Dirty Dom. I know you guys watching Raw right now. Dirty Dom. 73-62. Probably watch some X-Files later tonight. Oh, Bianca. Oh, good counter. Raquel is tall. And then Raquel's like, let me pick you up. Bang! And he's like, the table didn't break. Oh, Naomi crossbody. She's trying to show the glow. Oh, Liv. She said, I'm trying to do my finisher, Mortal Kombat. Oh, full Nelson. Oh, nice roll up by Liv. 1, 2, 2. They got the Utah Jazz mascot hitting golf balls into the crowd while he's got the headband and the purple gear. Oh, big kick to the head to Dirty Dom. Naomi. '80s, baby. And they won. Liv and Raquel. New tag team champions. Judgment Day. Okay. See, that's why Monday Night Raw is like you never know when you're going to get a surprise. Like in the Vince era, they would have lost every time, right? And Bianca and Naomi would have retained. But in this like Triple H era, like you'll get surprises on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. Hell, even NXT on the regular week show, sometimes even before the PLE. Like, that's cool. Like the unpredictability makes it where it makes you want to come back, just like in the Nitro and Raw era. You never knew really what was going to happen, and WCW, at their height was kind of off script. So all that crazy shit that you saw the NWO doing, it was like that's how it was. Like it wasn't like some stuff wasn't as staged as people think. Like if you've watched some of the NWO documentaries, when Bischoff was like running it, some things kind of got out of control and whatnot. It made for some really damn good TV, though. Let me tell you. And to end the night off with the belts in the air, Judgment Day. All right. Raw is over. I was getting distracted by Liv Morgan and Judgment Day. So now I got to turn this up. I love Monday Night Raw. I love it. Corner 3, In and Out, no good. Can't wait for Elimination Chamber as well as NASCAR this weekend as well. That'll always be fun. Wrestling and NASCAR 2 days in a row. Boom. Corner 3 by Scoot. In and Out, no good. Good rebound by Denny. Get up. Good effort by Denny Advia. Second chance opportunities. Love it, baby. Oh, no, I don't like her like that. Ooh, best of Backyard Wrestling. Dude. DVD set 1 through 7. Holy moly. You'll see some crazy stuff on there. And, not only did, we have the, a league and whatnot or a federation, but we had people that recorded it, intros, people that edited the material for like, pay-per-view type stuff. And we actually had a pretty good crowd. We normally had, 15 to 40 people, on any given weekend. That's pretty good. I mean, hell, I would have done it even if there was nobody there. Floater is good. Oh, nice flush. Shay Shay with the dunk. Let's go. Odin's like, I hate it. Layup is good. It's all about Napa, no how. Oh, layup and one. Did they give it to him? Bullshit. 81-70 Blazers. Let's go, baby. Nat Man in the building. What's good? Blazers are playing well. Monday Night Raw was good. KJ Martin at the line. It's good, Nat Man. Are you ready for NASCAR this weekend? I'm ready for it, man. Every weekend is NASCAR weekend unless we have a WWE PLE or pay-per-view, and luckily we do. Elimination Chamber and some NASCAR Cup Series on Sunday. Yes, please. Corner three by Sharp is good. Let's go. He can dunk. He can shoot threes. Offensively, he's probably the most exciting offensive player that the Blazers have. But he's still young, like Scoot, but they have potential. At one point or another, they could both average 20 points per game and, have 5, 6 assists, 5, 6, 7 rebounds. Like both guys are good enough to hit 27 and 7 on a regular basis. It's just, can they get there? And it also depends on playing time and who else we have on the roster. Loose ball, get that. Fast break, 1-on-1, 2-on-2. Try to go for the alley-oop, no good. Anthony Simons with the ball, push. Nice pass, Sharp in the corner. Shoots a three, bang, he's on fire, baby. Let's go. Shea, 86-72. Let's go. Bring that electricity. I like it. Yeah, keep me updated on that. I know they play again like tomorrow or the next day. It was kind of like when the Blazers played the Nuggets at Denver, like on a Monday and a Wednesday. Like, how is that? But I think OKC and Minnesota are playing twice in like 3 days, unless I'm like dreaming. But I'm pretty sure I was looking at the NBA schedule and I could have swore that they play like 2 times in like 3 days or something. But floater, in and out, no good. Okay, so I was just making sure I wasn't thinking I was crazy there for a second. But it is kind of something that is a little bit more common now. It never used to be like that, Like you're playing in the same place. Like it's one thing if you play, at Utah and then the next game is in Portland, but to actually have like them fly there and then they have to stay for 3 or 4 days, and there might be a day or two in between, but then both games are against the same team, right? In like 2 days or 3 days. Like, I don't understand. Like, what schedule maker thought that would be a good idea? I mean, especially if you're the shittier team, which is typically the Blazers, like playing Denver twice, I mean, holy hell. Like, let's spread out those losses a little bit. I don't need to lose twice in 2 days. All right, then we got a Jazz fan trying to, I don't know, see how many threes he can make here to win some money. 5 3-pointers in 30 seconds, and he wins some money. Let's see if he has any form. First shot, air ball. Second shot. He made one. Air ball the third one. Fourth one. Oh, there you go. That was the first one, $100. I thought he made the other one. Oh, he's running out. He only has $100. 13 seconds. Brick City. And it ain't like Rap City. This guy can't shoot. Jesus Christ. You're running out of time. 5, 4, 3, 2. And he only made one. Damn. 2. Okay, they gave it to him. $300. Jesus Christ. He went like 2 for 30. But hey, 2 for 30 still gets you $300. Sign me up. Holy hell. Yeah, Elimination Chamber is going to be incredible. I mean, every WWE pay-per-view is fucking like must-see TV. And until AEW, it seems like they're going to be able to expand their, previous content, maybe with this like Showtime add-on and whatnot and everything that they got going on. But wrestling is getting to a point now. It's You have to produce. And thank God in this Triple H era, it's been must-see TV. I mean, it's the closest thing that we have gotten to, the Attitude Era, NWO, DX era. That's the closest thing that and that it's taken quite a long time, to get to this point, and it's still not going to ever be as big as it was back then. But as far as people being, excited about, what's going on in WWE, it's like we haven't had this kind of vibe in, a long, long time since the 90s, early 2000s. Like 95 to 99 to me is the best wrestling era because you get the peak of ECW, the peak of WCW, and then the Attitude Era. Stone Cold, Rock, Undertaker, Mankind, fucking sign me up. Cactus Jack, bling bling. Corner 3 is good. Oh my. Oh, 84, 75. Blazers. All right, Anthony Simons kicks it out to Shea. Shea to Scoot. Come on, Scoot. Hit him with a little crossover. Shea for 3. In and out, no good. Get the board. Follow your shot. Jazz with the board. Corner 3. Good ball movement by the Jazz. And out of control, but they give him the foul. George going to the line. Megan in the building. How are you? Judah in the building. How are you? Kip in the building. How are you? That man in the building. How are you? Chief in the building. How are you? Sarah in the building. How are you? Free throw is good. Monday Night Raw was fun. We are all right, Odin. Peace out, brother. And I appreciate what you did today with the dono because that'll help out with Paisley's grooming, nails trimmed, body washed, $35. And to get a nice $20 dono, that'll go to that. So I appreciate you. And Paisley says thank you as well. But we are doing tomorrow NHL for Megan and Sarah. We are doing the Kraken and the Blues. So they play at 5. Hopefully Sarah and Megan both can make it, as well as anyone else that supports those teams. I know John follows the Blues, and there's a few others that probably wouldn't mind, the Kraken and whatnot, depending on if we did it. So looking forward to that. Hopefully we play like we played against the Panthers, not like we played against the Lightning. And it is on the road, so in St. Louis will be tough, but we'll see. Hopefully we come out with a victory. I know Sarah will be saying the same for the Blues, and we'll be doing that tomorrow. Wednesday, it probably will be Blazers, and then I'll have to look at the schedule, obviously, for Thursday and Friday. But it'll be a mixture of Kraken and Blazer games this week until we get to Elimination Chamber and NASCAR Cup Series on Saturday and Sunday. So nice to be able to blend in a little bit of that. And then once we get into March, we'll do some March Madness. For sure. Cooper Flag for sure. But some of the other matchups as well. 86-80 Blazers. Let's go. Less than a minute to go here. Come out, Simons, Walker, Shay, and Scoot. I did. They were cool. I can share them on here for you in a little bit. They're neat. It's always cool to have collectibles. There's a few collectors on the channel. Layup is no good. And this is from Fallout. And I highly recommend if you have Prime, if you haven't watched it yet. It doesn't matter if you played the video game or not. Obviously, if you played the video game and then you watch the show, then it's going to mean something on another level. But for someone like me that never played the game, but I heard about the game, I know what the game looks like clip-wise, like on the internet and YouTube, but not something I ever personally played. I ended up going in with a optimistic, no judgment, kind of mind, thinking that it was going to be good and hoping that it was going to be amazing. And, once you end up watching it, there's not really a whole lot of shows that are like it. And based off the music they play in it, the look of it, the actors and actresses that are in it, you'll recognize a few from previous projects and movies and TV shows of your favorite things from back in the day. And you'll see some new faces also. But amazing job. And this is a little memorabilia that she ended up getting here recently. See, this is cool because it has already a worn down look, and this is a featured item, like on the show. But it has that vibe. Not brand new looking. Obviously, it's supposed to have like that wear and tear look. And obviously the way that they did the screen, like they did in the show, very cool, very bright with the color choice too. Yeah, that's awesome. 8680 Blazers. They're doing a lot of reviewing of calls here tonight. Oh, my boy. Chief was in here. I don't know if he's still in here, but I always find a way to be able to bring my brothers from another mother together. Like it's almost on cue, but I don't know if Chief is still in here or not. But obviously, he would love to talk to you. I had a little prayers up for you at the beginning of the channel, hoping that maybe if I reached out to you that you would come through either today or tomorrow. And boom, here you are. And sometimes it's just you need to be able to understand that tough things happen in our lives. And our natural reaction is just to like shut everything down. Be quiet, don't talk to anybody. But you can only do that for so many days where it becomes unhealthy. And then at some point, you need to have some positivity, reinserted back into your life. Kind words, being around people that are genuinely for you and are rooting for you, not against you. And then, depending on who you decide to, open up to or talk to, that's a personal choice. But always, you can have your moments and, have that, I'm going to be by myself moment, for a little bit. But if you do it too long, instead of it being a healthy thing, it ends up being unhealthy. So prayers up for you, my guy. And I'm glad that you're here. We just did Monday Night Raw. And now we have the rest of this Blazer game, 86-80. We played the Hornets a couple days ago, scored at 1 billion points, and we won by 53. LaMelo Ball went 1 for 10 for 5 points. I don't know how the hell that happened. LeVar just lost his fucking foot. And obviously I know the family is trying to handle that the best way they can. But, LeVar will probably have a movie made of his life at some point or another. I mean, the guy always has a way to be positive, even when he gets his fucking foot amputated. The guy has some good genetics, smart businessman, and very positive person. Again, and a lot of people thought he was crazy back in the day, and everything that he said that was going to happen happened. Because he knew how hard he ended up training everyone in the family. Now, if he was just a talker, then yeah, they wouldn't have panned out. But since he was actually like a guy that would discipline and work and work out and push and actually show that leadership and you have to work hard, and again, if that wasn't the case, then yeah, we wouldn't be talking about LeVar or any of the Ball bros, even though LaMelo is the best, right? Lonzo just kind of had shitty form and then got injured a lot, and LiAngelo is a rapper now. Don't make him swerve. You feel me? 86-82, end of the third quarter. Swerve in that corner. Whoa. Bring me back to Juvenile. Going back in the day. Cash Money Records. BG. I mean, this is even before just Juvenile. And then like the No Limit, with the Master P. That shit was the Ghetto D. The orange one. Like I remember like all the colors of on the goddamn CD. Because back in the rap game, Silk the Shocker. If you remember, they had a really good artist on to make the covers for No Limit and for Cash Money back in the day. Like, if you were a fan of either one of those, you ended up buying, like every person. It wasn't just like the lead one. You're like, oh, who's this? And you're like, oh, I might have to go on this. And then, you never know what you might miss out on. The game has changed. Now it's like I have to wait for some random, J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake drop, and there's others that are out there. But I find myself like if I see like videos, like there's a bunch of new stuff that comes out, and every once in a while it'll be good. But I get more impressed if I like see Lil Dicky do like a 10-minute freestyle off the top, and it's like ridiculously good. Like to me, he is super underrated. Like you can get rappers that are white, Mexican, Asian, black, but there's quite a few white rappers that have come after Eminem, but I feel like Lil Dicky is insane. Like, I don't know, some people have seen The Breakfast Club, some people have seen some of the freestyle stuff, but like, he is super creative. And I like creative people. I like Outkast, Lil Dicky, Eminem, the creativity. I love it. The Tech Nine, the Einstein. Bring me back. The Bone Thugs, Ozzy. I was just watching Ozzy music videos a couple days ago. Holy shit, amazing. Like just to look at like how they made music videos back then in like the 80s and 90s and to watch it now. I mean, it is just epic. I mean, Ozzy is a rock god. I mean, he's an icon. I mean, he is like that's the type of guy that music of his will be listened to, hundreds of years, just years and years after. Like there's not going to be so many people that are going to be able to have your music last generation after generation. But man, I'm telling you, there's a few. 88, 82 Blazers. Let's finish strong here in this fourth quarter. We're on the road. We got Kraken and Blues on Tuesday at 5. And then I'll look the rest of the week to see what's going on here. Simons off the dribble. Hit him with that and one. Hit him with that professor. Bang. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Hit him with the Grayson. Nice job by Anthony Simons. And then Anthony Hardaway, which I love. Air Pennies. Some of my favorite shoes growing up as a kid. Would love to be able to buy those again if I ever could before I. Blazers on the fast break. Advia. Sharp for three. In and out, no good. Jazz runs it down. Let's go, Blazers. Only up by 4. And again, we should be up by a little bit more. But Shep, we missed you. And again, I'm not going to, reach out just to anybody. It's like there's only a few. But the few know who they are. And again, it's sometimes weird to think that bonds can be closer from people, that like on a channel or, like on a fan group or something like that. But, it all depends on where you spend your time and whatnot. And, sometimes even spending time with people face to face, sometimes things aren't what they seem, Self-care, hanging out with the pets, taking time for yourself. Corner 3, in and out, no good. Sharp with the board. Denny, back to Sharp. Throw it down, big man. Let's go. Sharp with the flush. Let's go. Sharp, Denny, Sharp, flush, Rip City, 90-87 Blazers. Let's go. Let's go. 3 is good. Here we go. Come on, Blazers. Sharp to Denny. Denny at the top of the key. Hit him with a hezzy. Kicks it back out. Klingon. Pick and roll. Sharp. Denny. Good ball movement. Jeremy Grant in the corner. In and out. No good. Follow dunk by Sharp. No good. Oh, my. Get back. Klingon with the reach, but they didn't call it. Coast to coast. In and out. No good. Follow. No good. And foul, I think, on Klingon. Fuck. This game is getting close now. We're at 25-75 to go. Hey, I appreciate you. You're my boy. I was about to do it. Uh, uh, okay. 92-90. Yeah, I don't need any Rajon Rondo distractions here. Okay, Advia with the left, in and out, no good. Jeremy Grant for three on the corner, no good. Over the back on Klingon, you bastards. You back. Fast break. Nice one-handed pass. Corner three, bang. And look at the Utah Jazz thinking they're good. 92-90 Jazz. They've been really good with the ball movement. Like when you can see people catch it one-handed and then just, in pure motion, one-handed on a fast break, and then you can throw it to another individual and they can catch it in stride for a corner three. Like, that there's only so many players that can do that on a consistent basis. And when you can end up making a smooth play like that and then it goes in, oh, Uncle Mo, he's moving in. Uncle Mo and that momentum just moved into Utah. Now we're down by two. We're going to have to play some good defense, box out, and not take too many threes, attack the paint, and hopefully we can end up winning this game by 1, 2, or 3. Yeah. I mean, anything that interests you, if you have the money to be able to do it, anything Back to the Future is epic. That particular series is, if you grew up in the 70s or the 80s, you understand, there's always going to be a certain bias towards certain things that you grow up with and whatnot. But I love Back to the Future, the Goonies, the old school era. All right, they got the Tube Man cam. Let me see some dance moves here. Now we got Dale Jr. on the screen. No, it wasn't him though. Bunch of kids. All right, baby. 92-90. Bro, just grinding every day. Spending all day and all night making sure Paisley's life is top 1%. We're exercising, getting outside about an hour and a half, 7 days a week, and it's been like that for over 2 years. And grinding on this channel pretty much every day. Doing either Blazers or Kraken or NASCAR, WWE. Football season ended for NFL and college football, so we'll get back into that when the time is right. Following the Mariners and other baseball teams right now in spring training also. Mariners won today. Boom shakalaka. Good to see them. It's still, it doesn't count on the actual leaderboard wins and losses in spring training, but it's kind of nice to see some guys play well rather than just getting your fucking ass kicked every day and then you're like, oh, we're the fucking White Sox or something. So I'm excited, and again, we'll be doing some Mariners streams here shortly. I'll do 150 of the 162 games minimum, if not more. Hopefully some more, including playoffs, and if not, then maybe playoffs next year. But we're starting to get there. 92-92 Blazers and Jazz. Jeremy Grant in the corner. Scoot. Penetrating. Layup with the left is good. Let's fucking go. Nice job by Scoot, baby. Let's go. That's my guy, baby. Bring that electricity. He will be our starting point guard at some point or another. But again, you got to earn it, just like with Shaedon Sharpe. That's going to be the 1 and the 2, but right now they're the 6 and the 7. But that's what makes our team, the best shitty good team that's in the NBA. We are the best worst team in the NBA in the bottom 10. There's a lot of teams out there. There's only 30, not 32 like in the NFL, right? But out of the 30, there's a few good ones like OKC, Denver, Boston, Cleveland. That's the cream of the crop. That's the Final Four, right? But a lot of the others, it's going to be kind of hit or miss with injuries and if their stars can stay healthy. Luka, LeBron. So we'll see how it goes. But I like the way the Blazers have been playing the last month. Scoot again with the layup. Reverse layup is good. Let's go. Can't stop. Won't stop. Hit him like Mace, not like Diddy. Let's go. Bad boy. Corner three. In and out, no good. Clinging with the rebound. Kamani. Jeremy. Underneath with the left. It's good. Let's go. Oh, baby. Let's go. Jeremy Grant. Jazz running out of time. About 7 minutes to go. Nice pass right into the lane. In and out, no good. Why are you trying to do a 360 layup, you fucking idiot? Let's go. Scoot. For three. In and out, no good. Hard to get the fucking rebound when you got one guy down there and they got 4 Jazz. But I think maybe Tumani might have poked it away. Let's go. But Shep, yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm grinding on pretty much every sport, anything that's the main thing, unless it's like one of my favorite teams that are, playing, then, obviously that's going to take a priority. But I'll do some Braves games for you this year. I mean, when the Mariners are off, I'm going to do Dodgers for my dad. Anthony Simons for 3 in the corner. But I'll do a few Braves games this year. Nice job, Anthony. 99, 94, Rip City. Layup in and out and no good. Good block there by the Blazers. Get that shit out of there. Hit him with the Mutombo. Wave the finger. Fuck out of here. It's nice to be able to see, passion and pride. And I like being able to see, the reason I'm a defensive-minded fan is just because I think I've just seen so much laziness in sports. It's like, it's nice to be able to showcase the people that normally don't get the love. Like, everyone loves the people that score, but to defend, that takes a hell of a lot more skill, especially if you're guarding an elite talent. And then you can also score on top of being an elite defender. That's, makes you more valuable. Jeremy Grant could have pushed it a little bit more. Had the block. You just need to fucking Mutombo that shit. Now he's trying to hit him with an and one right here. But come through more often. And if you can't come through, at least message me, Doesn't have to be every day. I would never expect that from anybody, But it's always nice to feel like if you feel alone and shit's not going good in your life, you feel and, things are tough. It's always nice to be able to feel like people appreciate you and like you and love you and, are rooting for you to get better, And I'm always going to provide that for me, myself, but we'll provide the people in the room to do the same as well. All right, about 6 minutes to go. Blazers up by 4. Don't fuck this up. They've been playing pretty good. Defensive effort has been nice. The Jazz are missing a couple starters like Lauri Markkanen, so we should be up by more. But we are on the road. Simons for 3. In and out, no good. But again, the rebounding for the Blazers is normally not good, offense or defensive rebounding. And then the overall, basketball IQ on that side, besides Tumani Kamara. Like, Tumani Kamara is fucking great, but everyone else is hit or miss. Advia for 3 at the top of the key. In and out, no good. Why aren't we attacking the paint? Fast break and turned over by the Jazz. I'll take that. 101-95, Rip City. They always have players that look like Andre Karolinko, AK-47. But they have quite a few guys out, which I'm not too happy about, so no excuses. After winning against LaMelo Ball by 53, no Lauri Markkanen starter, no Walker Kessler center starter out, right? Jordan Clarkson out, John Collins, power forward out, and Colin Sexton. So, holy hell, that's like almost a whole starting lineup. So, this needs to be a little bit more. I mean, we're second youngest team in the NBA, and we're bottom 10, but we're still in the Cooper Flag sweepstakes, even though we want to keep winning games. I mean, we're not going to get them, but, a guy can dream. Simons, one-on-one. Stay on him. Tough shot. In and out, no good. Good rebound there. Let's go. Advia at the top of the key. 5 minutes to go. Up by 7. Let's go. Extend the lead. Jeremy Grant down with the post up. Backing down. Elbow thrown. And bank is good, but after the whistle. And Jeremy Grant was throwing some bows there. I thought he was Charles Barkley for a second. Backing down with Collier. And he swung the elbow. Like he was hoping it was going to hit the dude's face, and it actually did. Chopped him right in the jaw. Damn, Jeremy Grant. Hit him with the jaw shot. He's like, ka-ka-ka! But sometimes you got to throw them both, especially in basketball. I mean, they're fucking soft as it is, anyways. Hangnail out for 2 weeks, load management. Nobody cares. No pride, no passion. Just collect the money and then go to the club and hunt down the girls. Let's get it. 102-95 Blazers. Hopefully we'll get a few Kobe Bryant types in the future. That might be the only thing that could save this league, besides David Stern being the commissioner for life and eternity. Pick and roll. Simons, crossover. Trying to hit him with the and one. Hit him with the professor. Corner three. In and out, no good. Jazz with the rebound. Fast break. 2-on-2. Good defense by the Blazers. Stolen by Simons. Let's go. 4 minutes to go. Simons, top of the key. 1-on-3. Jeremy Grant. Lead in three. In and out, no good. Scoot, offensive rebound. But no one to throw to. Good effort by Scoot, though. Get back. Jazz, fast break. Oh, holy hell, what was that? Jeremy Grant just looked at him. He's like, oh, he's coming with the ball. And he just did this. And then it ran right by him and dunked it. I love defense like that. They're like, oh, the guy's coming on the fast break. And then he's like, nope. Oh, just let me go and let him have a free dunk. 102-97, Rip City. All right, take a look at some of the scores today. See what the fuck happened in the sport world, huh? All right, NHL only had 2 games. We had a little bit of on the NBA slate. Ooh, T-Wolves beat the Thunder 131-128 final in OT. That could be a playoff preview. Anthony Edwards is nice. And SGA, if they end up winning the championship this year and he gets MVP, that's when SGA will become a household name. He's almost there, but they have to win it, and hopefully Chet Holmgren can stay healthy because, his skinny, lanky ass is really good, right? But he's just really injury prone. But if he can ever find a way to stay on the court, that could be the difference between the Thunder, making it and winning it or possibly not. 102-97 Blazers. It's been raining like shit over here. Mavs Lakers tomorrow. But Anthony Davis is still hurt, right? So it's like we don't get to see the Anthony Davis matchup because he's not coming back till March 7th. This would have been awesome, right? Anthony Davis and and Luka. See, that would have been something where I would have had to possibly consider, doing that. But obviously that is out of the question. Kraken and Blues tomorrow at 5, and then we'll go back to Blazers, and then we'll see what happens the rest of the week if there's anything that's good. And a lot of the spring training stuff for the Mariners isn't televised. Otherwise, I would have been doing those. We won 12-8 today, so that was good. Nice to be able to see some of the young guys produce, and our farm system is number one. Fucking even Mitch Haniger fucking homered. Okay, if Haniger's homering, life is going probably pretty good. So we'll take that. But nice to see Harry Ford and some of the Lazaro Montes, some of the youngins, get a chance to shine a little bit. Would love to see them on the main roster during the regular season at some point. Pitching staff looks amazing. Closers look healthy, at least at this point. I mean, if we stay healthy, we can get to 90 wins. I'm not saying 100 or 110, but 90 and barely edging out, the Rangers and Astros and, winning the AL West or getting second place and getting the wild card, at 88, 89 wins. I definitely think that could happen, but a lot of things, have to be better. Julio, pitching staff, no injuries, and actually find some motherfuckers that can hit. But I'm happy that Robles and Arozarena are there. That's going to make our outfield elite with Julio. Let's go. And Cal Raleigh, best catcher in baseball. Boom. 105-97 Blazers. Corner 3-5. Obvious good. Let's go. Oh, baby. Denny from deep. Fuck yeah. Let's go. And again, in the beginning of the year, we sucked. We were getting blown out by 20, 30, 40, 50. Right? But in the last month, we've been pretty good. Defensively, effort-wise, record-wise. It's like a switch was flipped, baby. Corner jumper, in and out, no good. He wishes he can make that. What does he think he is? Jeff Malone? Get out of here. All right, go. Here, Anthony Simons. Up to Advia. Attack the paint. Go. Top of the key back to Anthony as they try to bleed a little bit of clock. Up by 8. Now 10. Denny. Baseline and 1. Oh, and he didn't get it in. 107-97 Rip City. We did Monday Night Raw earlier. It was good. If you don't watch Netflix and Monday Night Raw, what the fuck are you doing? Good. Elimination Chamber this weekend. Watch that shit. Good. It's worth watching. Regardless if you feel you don't have a whole lot going on after football. Got to find something. Hockey, NASCAR, basketball, wrestling. Better find something before that fucking college football season and NFL season comes back. Well, that's like the combine in the draft can hold you over. 107-99 Blazers. Free throw is good by Denny. Let's go. Let's go, baby. We're the best shitty team in the NBA. We're just trying to get to 500. I want Cooper Flag, but I know it's not going to happen. 24-33. We need to get on one nice, little run, and who knows? What would it be that crazy to think if they could go 41-41? I mean, it's not likely, but a guy could dream. But I mean, at that point, if you're going to be 500, you'd rather just suck so you have a better chance of getting flagged, or some elite player in college, especially if you're young. Like, there's no fucking award for being 500. It's like you win the fucking championship, or if you ain't first, you're last. Ricky Bobby. 2-man game by Simons and Denny. Turned it over. Idiots. What the fuck are they doing? We're going to still win this, though. Feels good. Beating LaMelo Ball on the Charlotte Hornets by 53 a couple days ago. That was nice. All right, baby, here we go. All we got to do is play defense and rebound, and we won because there's less than 3 minutes to go, almost 2 minutes to go. Smart basketball, we win. Inside, on Simons, layup, in and out, no good, no touch. But again, they have a lot of starters out, so we should be winning this game. Simons at the top of the key. Don't travel, my guy. Scoot. Hit him with the jab step. Hit him with the shimmy and the shake. Denny at the top of the key, jab step. Crossover. And reach and foul on Utah. Filipowski with the foul. Flip, flip, flip. Little flip. Game over. What you know about that? Filipowski. So as soon as you hear those type of songs and like artists, you're like, oh, damn, that wasn't like the 106 in Park Rap City era. Free throw is good. Here we go. But we have NASCAR on Sunday, Elimination Chamber, WWE on Saturday. It's going to be great. We'll have some good NBA and hockey to hold us over into the weekend. Get him, Scoot. 109-102 Blazers. Jazz 3. Bang is good. Holy hell. We're getting closer now. Come on now. Denny at the top of the key. Less than 2 minutes to go. We need a good possession here. No stupid ass threes. Pick and roll. Denny, crossover. Backing down. Spin move. Good defense there by Utah. Pick and roll. Switch. Simons at the top of the key. Hit him with the hezzy. Floater. In and out. No good. Rebound dunk by Scoot. No good. Holy shit. Where did he come from? Fast break. 2-on-2. And pass. Was it deflected by the Blazers? Looks like the Jazz are going to get bailed out there. Holy hell. Scoot Henderson and Shaedon Sharpe have like hops. Like, you never know when they're going to come out of nowhere and try to rebound dunk it. And they're not successful every time. It's like 1 out of every 5 or 6. But when they do connect, holy fuck. SportsCenter top 10. And that's not even a thing anymore. Like, what's ESPN? What the fuck is that? SportsCenter was good when Stuart Scott was still alive. That's when the shit was elite. Since then, garbage. Reach and foul. Falls to the floor. Let's see who they call this on. Denny. Damn, Dodgers got whooped today. 8-1 against the Reds. All right, baby. 121 left. 109, 104. Rip City. Just got to be smart. Yeah, couple Jazz players, had a shitload of opportunities, but shooting percentage not good. Keontae George, 14 points, but 4 for 18. Holy fuck. 7 assists and 5 rebounds. That's solid. But to get 14 points off 4 of 18 shooting, holy fuck. I mean, talk about an off night. I mean, you got 14 points off 4 of 18 shooting. Holy hell. Imagine if he just had half of that. But I'm glad, because otherwise, if he would have went off, we would have lost, and lost big. Simons at the top of the key. Isolation. Pick and roll 8 by Jeremy Grant. Corner 3 by Advia. In and out, no good. Tipped, out of bounds. Turned over to the Jazz. Fuck. It was awesome for, I'm not sure if Shep is in or he had to leave, but awesome to see Shep in the room. Chief will chief, and a lot of y'all that we haven't seen in a minute. Kip, you as well. I mean, I'm grinding like every day. Don't be a stranger. So I don't expect every person to hang for 2.5 hours or 3.5 hours every day. But, you can always make a pop in if you got the time in that, window where I'm working, which is pretty much every day. Hang out with your boy. Jeremy Grant with the body. Fuck, man, the lead is just dwindling here. It's 7 and then 5, and then you look up to fucking 3. Jesus Christ, come on. But there was a reason why I chose this over just doing Monday Night Raw and just that alone, because I had kind of a feeling, that it could be close. And either way, us winning or losing. And this one has lived up to what my expectations were. I just hope that we fucking hang on here. Free throw is good. All right, here we go. Scoot at the top of the key. Isolation. Let's see what they run a pick and roll. I mean, that pick and roll is everyone's go-to in the NBA now. It's like 99%. Like everyone runs pick and rolls, and that's all they fucking do. That's a problem with the game right now, too. Denny. Good pass underneath. Rejected by the Jazz. Holy cow. Good defense by Utah. Utah with the fast break. The crowd is standing up. They're into it now. Down by 3. Scoot. Driving. Hits the glass. In and out, no good. Blazers with the rebound. Fast break, go. And then a foul. Oh, we might win this now, baby. They had a good opportunity right there. If they were going to go for like a 2-for-1 instead of shooting 3, trying to tie, trying to get it to 109, 108, quickly foul, play the free throw game, hope that we go 1 for 2 or 0 for 2, get the rebound, call timeout, boom, and then you win that way. But this was a shot that if Utah's player would have went with a left hand, he probably would have made it. But whenever you have a right-handed player, that shoots right-handed on the left side, based off that angle, and you're trying to bank it, you're not going to make it most of the time. The angle is off. And obviously some people aren't going to be good with the left and the right, but I mean, anyone in the goddamn NBA should be able to shoot a left-handed layup. I mean, that's something that they should have brought you up, going up the ranks and whatnot. But you see pretty often, these point guards and shooting guards that they can go right or left, or maybe they can't. And it's like, why are you shooting right-handed on the left side like that? Like, you're going all fast, your body's all out of control. Like, you think you're just going to Jordan that? Like, you're not Kobe. You're not Jordan. You're not making that. You're not Iverson. Nice try. 109, 106, Blazers. Let's go. STL in the building. Let's go, Blazers. I mean, somebody's got to represent them, on YouTube. Someone's got to represent the Ducks and the Bucks and the Blazers, Kraken, NASCAR, WWE. I'm a one-stop shop. I'm like a Buc-ee's. You get everything. 109, 106. And it sucks. I don't even have a Buc-ee's here in Oregon. If I had a Buc-ee's here in Oregon, I would probably be going. And it's like not even like the gas part. Like I just want to go like explore the food and like all the items that they have in there. And I probably would walk out with a Buc-ee's sweatshirt, if I'm being honest, and some food, probably some chicken, whatever they have, snacks. I don't know. I see the videos on the internet. They look awesome. All right, here we go, baby. Let's get a Blazer win. Chief with Chief, my boy. Kept down like NWO. New world order. For life, brother. Oh, yeah. We hit you with the Scott Hall and the Kevin Nash. Outsiders. Fouled right away. Oh, we're going to get this dub now. 111, 106. Blazers. Yeah, the brisket sandwiches. I heard there's going to be places that are going to be better, Appreciate you, man. Come hang out. Message me when you can, when life gets tough. Sometimes you expect family or friends to be the ones that step up, to like check on you to make sure that you're okay or just a message. But, again, friendship comes on different levels. And, sometimes, you would assume it's going to be the face-to-face stuff that's going to be the strongest. But anyone that has ever had any type of relationship, on any type of fan chat or channel, as we know, sometimes you can be closer to people that you're hanging out with every day than some people that you might see, here and there in person, but it just doesn't really feel, like genuine or real, Appreciate you. You make sure you message me. I'll check up on you all the time anyways, even if you don't with me, no worries. You do you. Stay positive, and I'll check up on you. 111, 106, Blazers. You had to take a nap. Well, shit, man. I mean, if you're working during the day and at night, and you're working for fucking the man, Bezos, and Amazon, loading and unloading trucks and sorting and packaging, anyone that's ever worked at like a FedEx, UPS, or an Amazon, it's like you either know what it's about or you don't. Just like warehouse work, which is something that I normally would do when I would take some time off doing phone sales, which I normally did for like half my life. But if there was ever a point where I wouldn't do phone sales for a big company, then like cable, internet, and phone, and getting those installed in businesses in Boston and New York, wasn't doing that, then maybe warehouse stuff. And I don't know, it's like you're having two different worlds, white collar, blue collar work. But I always like the grind of the warehouse people, because again, like some people might think, oh, the warehouse people, they're all fucking dumb, or they're just they're strong and they can just lift this shit around. But like depending on what company it is, certain warehouses and companies is you'll learn a lot. And I definitely have on quite a few. You got to put in that work. 111, 109, Blazers. Ooh, 112. Three fading away. Unbelievable. Can't believe he made that. That was insane. And then the Blazers waiting for the foul. And there it is. Here we go. We're making free throws, and we're going to be able to do this. Anthony Simons, let's go. He's been money in the last month as far as like consistent scorer, around 18 and a half. Doesn't matter who we play, good team, bad team, average team, mid team. I see you. But look at the Jazz. They're fighting back. 113, 112. Dude, they're making these deep threes and then fouling and then just praying that they can catch up, and they are. Holy fuck. Simons' free throw is good. 3.6 seconds left. Only up by one. Oh, my God. And it's like in years past, if we weren't like really good at the free throw line, this would be a game we easily would lose just because we couldn't make enough free throws throughout the game. Jazz inbounds the ball. Crossover. Jumper. 3 is good. And that's how they end up getting it to 113, 112. 3.6 seconds left. Blazers need to inbound. And Blazers with a timeout. And this is a great time to call a timeout. So that way you don't fuck this game up, right? They get a steal. You got to make sure that it's a clean pass inbound. You catch it with 2 hands. You take the foul. You go to the line. You make both free throws, right? Then you end up going up by 3. Pray that there's only like a second left or less. And if they have to heave it, you know, they've done it the last 2 possessions on insane, like difficulty 3-point shots. Like these last 2 threes, if you had to, you know, grade it on difficulty 0, easy, 10, the hardest, they've made 2 10s in back-to-back possessions. Like insane. But they're playing with the pride and they're playing with the effort, but we should just be able to free throw this game and end them. But I like the fight. Warehouse people, you know, can be wild. Yeah, I'll give you that because I mean, sometimes you get people from temp agencies. Sometimes you just get, you know, crazy personalities. And you know, and I've worked at, you know, places, you know, all races, black, white, Asian, Mexican. You know, I remember working at a warehouse making $6.50 an hour, working with a bunch of Latinos and Russians building fucking furniture for a big company in like a conveyor belt line. And then, you know, I had to be the one at the very end out of like, you know, they had, I don't know how many goddamn lines they had, 5 to 10 lines with maybe 15 people in each line, you know, and each one had a job to like make a piece of furniture. And I was the last guy. So I have to put the cushions in. I have the air hose. I got to hose it down, right? Get all the, you know, cardboard or anything else, dirt on it. And then I got to put the pillows on, right? Then I got to wrap it with this big ass wrap. Then I got to fucking get the nail gun. I got to put the fucking, grab the fucking wood. And then I got to, you know, put the nail gun in there, make legs, and then push it over to like the buffest Mexican guy you've ever seen in your life. And he carries it away with one hand into a trailer and makes it look easy. And then you do that on repeat for 8 hours a day. So at $6 or $6.50 an hour, can you imagine? That was my life. Jeremy Grant at the line. And he missed the fucking free throw. Are you goddamn kidding me? Holy hell. And that's exactly what they wanted. God damn it, Jeremy. I mean, he goes 1 for 2 here and makes this free throw to make it 114, 112. But golly. So if they make the 3, we lose. There we go, Jeremy. Now they got to be able to break their play down. Oh, Jeremy. He was the main guy on the block that people wanted to possibly get rid of. Maybe him and Simons. Like Simons is more valuable than Grant. You know, especially if you're paying someone like 100 to 132 million, there might be a better option. But what that tells me is if a guy like Jeremy Grant is making like 132 million, that players are getting overpaid in the NBA based off their performance. They clearly don't care. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's not a jab at Jeremy Grant at one bit. He's an NBA player. He's a good one, you know, but that's just kind of insane, you know, like based off NBA standards. And I know there's going to be different salary caps and they're going to go up year in and year out. And what someone made back in the day is different than it is now. I totally get that. But I mean, they're making so much money, basketball players. It's like, no wonder they're only trying like 10 games out of 82 and don't care if they don't play or not. You know, it used to mean something to the players. Imagine being a kid, saving up all your money for like years just to go to a game to see you, and then you say, fuck it, and then don't play. You know, that's what this generation has, you know, going for it, which really stinks for the fans, especially kids too. Like you save up all your money to, you know, see like a LeBron or a Luka, and they're like, nah, it'd be terrible. But then they would just make a sign on social media, and then eventually something good would happen. There we go, baby. Jazz, 3 seconds. Inbound is clean. Corner 3, front rim, and the Blazers win. Rip City. Trailblazers 114. Utah Jazz 112. Let's fucking go. Awesome. Nice job, Scoot. Nice job, Jeremy. Nice job, Anthony. Nice job, Denny. Nice job, Shay Shay. Nice job, Kling Kong. Klinging. Nice job, Tumani. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. That was a good game. See? And again, we did Raw and we did this. And if I would have done Raw only, then I probably wouldn't have been on for this particular game. But, even when they play the bad versus the bad, the games are still entertaining. So it's nice to see that, maybe some of these NBA players watch the Four Nation face off and realize that really is what effort looks like. And definitely nice to be able to see some players step up today. Rip City. All right, we're doing hockey tomorrow. We're doing the Kraken, and we're doing the Blues at 5. So that will be something that will be on slate for tomorrow. And let's take a quick peek for the rest of the week. Wednesday will be live Blazers and Wizards at 4 Pacific. That'll be interesting. See what Jordan Poole has in store. Friday, it'll be Blazers Nets at 4:30. And then I'm not sure if the Kraken play. Wednesday, they're not playing. Thursday, they are off as well. And Friday, they don't play. Holy hell, they have a lot of days off. And then the Kraken play again on Saturday. That sucks. I wish they were playing earlier, like on a Friday. Then we could have maybe done that. They're playing the Canucks, though. Holy hell. Okay, so that's what we're going to be on tap, obviously. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Shout out to all the people that liked, sub, donated, commented, shared. Final score, 114, 112, Blazers. Let's go. And again, we will be live tomorrow for the Kraken and the Blues at 5 Pacific. Hang out with your boy. And I got one question for you. Who talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. Love to see all the mods and all the OGs back in the room. Love you guys, and I appreciate y'all. And I am out. Gang.